All the PPs are going to be played with. Okay, so I reread the patch notes. If you look at the featured section, it says added content for the Poke Wiener campaign, which begins on the 23rd. So I don't care if it was in the original announcement or they just added it late. I think it was always there. No, they will never add expanded. So it doesn't start until Poke-Ween. And thank you, ABC. That is how you should always greet me. So October 23rd is when we get the new home screen and we get some Spooky Wood. And is that also when we get the new avatar hair colors? Yeah, it looks like, oh yeah, you can't really see, but yeah, there's no new avatar hair. ABC, thank you for the sub. Spooky Wood, yeah, you think like a Trevenant would have that attack or something, right? So I don't believe, unless we get green, unless Pumpkin Amy can get that green, then it doesn't count. So yeah, is this gonna be Garchomp? Garchomp? No, October 23rd. So the Poke Wiener campaign begins on the 23rd. That's when they're gonna do it. But it's gonna be Garchomp all day. I will not. Okay, we can. I will talk about Mega Starmie because I remember how I mentioned or I tweeted or something that there's no way Mega Starmie looked good. I think we've all seen the video. They gave Starmie legs, and that's just it's horrible. But we won't talk about any of the other megas. You can go on Pokebeach if you want to see all the megas. Pokebeach uploaded an article because the game is out. But I won't show pictures. I won't really talk about it. Some are really good, some are really bad. We'll get the cards of them next year. But yeah, I mean, Mega Starmie. Hey, what if we gave Starmie legs? Wouldn't that be cool? No, that would not be cool. That would be stupid. Yeah, some of them look really, really good, but some of them just look terrible and just horrible and not even okay, Extra Drill. Extra Drills is terrible. What the hell is up with Extra Drill? But yeah, Starmie's bad. Starmie's bad. We're playing Pokemon cards, okay? There's no Mega Garchomp. So I will play the 181st list from Jack Koenig. Frosted Caribou actually had the second best Garchomp list from Milwaukee. But, I mean, this one's slightly different than the one that I featured. I mean, it has 4 PP, 2 evolution. A lot of the lists nowadays are playing Neo Upper Energy, so you can get that Draconic Buster. And time permitting, I want to test out the Steelix, and, I was like, hey, Beedrill can maybe be a thing now. But have you noticed that they didn't mention this in the patch notes? They shrunk the decks. They shrunk the cosmetics. They shrunk this. For some reason, they shrunk this, but they didn't fill it with anything. So look, it's just blank space. They said, oh, we'll be more transparent. Razor, thank you for the sub. We'll be more transparent in the future about changes we're making to the game. They said nothing about changing the size of the matchmaking screen. And Clam Burglar, I've said that joke way too many times. And well, it could be that they're prepping for an update where they give us the ability to go full screen on our decks. Haha, yeah, right. 4 years later, still waiting. But I mean, that could be a thing, but it's like they shrunk this for no reason, and then they shrunk this for no reason, and they changed the matchmaking screen for no reason, but it still says level ball. Anyway, this is pretty much what I had built before. I do want to test out Garchomp with Lunatone Solrock and cut out the Rose Raid and see how that goes. Because that's, I don't have it built yet. We'll have to whack off together, but I'm very interested to see how that works. Yeah, here's the new screen. Again, I guess it's as close. There's we can't give you a dark mode, but we're going to give you as close as possible to a dark mode. And then they changed this screen as well, I guess for the Poke Wiener. But there's bezels on the back, or there's bezels on the side, and they changed this a little bit. And then if you look at my opponent's prize cards, there's a little gap, so they can't even fill the holes. I'm good at filling holes. They are terrible at filling holes. But if you look at the prize cards, there's a slight gap between the cards and the edge. And I enjoy edging. Are you kidding me? We're facing a grass deck the first freaking game. First game with Garchomp, never face a grass deck ever, and then we get a freaking grass deck, and we're going to lose now. But yeah, never going to let me down to answer the question about Wednesday stream. two reasons. Obviously, yesterday was maintenance, and that screwed everything up. And then two, I'm looking ahead. It looks like tomorrow and then like Monday will be the only streams until next Thursday because I have so many videos I have to make. So I have to get all the Phantasmal Flames videos out, and that's like one video per day. And it's just, it's not great. They added legs to a Pokemon. Well, it doesn't have feet. They added legs to a Pokemon and it doesn't have feet. I'll be drilling, yeah. But let's try not Kite Pyro. I'm doing okay. We'll find out. This is a terrible start. Dionysus, yeah, it's perfectly average. No, they lowered it. They softened it. And never gonna let me down. I know, all you gifters are crazy. Mr. Mountain Dew, Rockman, Moonshadow, you, Sato, everyone's crazy. I don't think there's any chances that we win this game, but I'm just gonna go end turn and see what happens. Because, you know, we roll up with a Garchomp, then of course we face stupid Mega Venusaur. Or this might not even be, oh, this is Hydrapple. Okay, yeah, it's Hydrapple. Why are we back to Garchomp? Because of Forest of Vitality and we can play with our PP. But I think Hydrapple is, it's not a loss, but it's definitely not a good match. Oh, they have a supporter. Okay, I was like, do they maybe not have a supporter for turn? Maybe we can hope on that, but no. And oh, I was like, they didn't play Lilies? No, because the battle log is ahead of time. The battle log exists in the future. All right, so we'll get this loss out of the way, and then we'll move on to... Oh, cool. Yeah, your Gibble's getting bodied here. And I did have someone mention that, oh, because you don't play Festival Grounds, you should play the coded attack Dipplin. But as you saw in the video, Do the Wave is better, right? If I was playing the coded attack one, and this was the same matchup, we wouldn't be able to knock out the Gibble. This is why you play the Do the Wave one, is because you can take a cheeky prize out of nowhere. They do need a Grass Energy, though. Hopefully they have a Grass Energy to take the KO. But I guess I'm just in a situation where we go... Gabite. Like, this was always going to be a loss. Iono or not. Oh, wait. What? They... Oh, okay, cool. Triple Gabite. Cool. Just what I wanted. Thank you. All right. Well, we can make some... We can shake and bake here. They don't realize what they've done. So we can go Gibble for that guy. We can go for that guy. So we have our dude. And then I think I just have to go for another Gibble because they're going to be taking one-shots, which is really disappointing. They're just going to take one-shots all day. There's not a whole lot I can do. But you see, there's a gap. Do you see? They changed the prize card layout, but there's a gap. And it's like, come on, you couldn't even fill the hole. I can fill holes all day, but you can't. Get on my level, PDCGL. All right, so we absolutely just go for a Dragon Slice, because that will make Draconic Buster a little bit better. But this is probably just going to be a loss, let's be honest here. Okay, I mean... I can... Like, I can counter-catcher a Teal-Masked Ogerpon. I would have to play with my PP multiple times. But... I'd have to play with it 3 times, which is a huge problem. Right? In order to knock out a Teal-Masked Ogerpon, I'd have to play with my PP 3 times and have 2 Rose Raid. And this isn't my list. This is Jack Koenig's 181st list from Milwaukee, so it's slightly different than what I normally play. This one has like 4 bosses orders. It's kind of crazy because you're just like, I'm going to get my Garchomp set up, do 100 damage every turn and win, and I'm not going to face any grass decks because, I mean... If you're rolling up to Milwaukee, you're not like, oh yeah, we're going to see so much Mega Venusaur. Oh yeah, all those Mega Venusaur decks. Oh no, we have to be worried about that Mega Venusaur. Oh. I'm only doing that because Clamburglar is the owner. What are they doing? Clamburglar owns the Mega Venusaur Twitter account. So every chance I get, I troll Clamburglar with the fact that Mega Venusaur is trash. What am I doing wrong? Playing with my balls? There's no wrong way. Gotta be worried about the 4 Mega Venusaur in day 2. Because that stupid Absol... You can beat Absol with Ceruledge. Just play Ceruledge. They just covered me in their Syrup Storm. I'm absolutely drenched in a Syrup Storm right now. Alright, well, we just go on the Gabite train, baby. All aboard. Choo-choo. Oh, actually, I think that's a knockout now, right? Hang on, hang on. Does Trust Your Pilot have it? Does Trust Your Pilot... Can Trust Your Pilot do math? I should probably check the deck to make sure the thing is in the deck. Okay, so... No, I'm 10 short. God, I'm literally 10 damage short. Because that's fun. Oh, we don't even have the Neo Upper. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Alright, I think it's just time to believe in the heart of the cards at this point. I think all we do is just believe in the heart of the cards, because if I can take a knockout of the Teal Mask Ogerpon this turn, I think we win. So let's go there, and then we... Oh yeah, I think I want to go for Gabite to get a Roselia out of the deck. And then we just need to get, you know, a couple things. It's very, very easy. Just a couple things is all we need, and we can knock out a stupid Teal Mask Ogerpon. I think we're like, again, I think we're like 10 damage short. Okay, we're 20 damage short, but still, that's, I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have just retreated and attacked with the Gabite. Sure, let's go for the Studio Ghibli. Okay, so... How do I win from here? I don't know if I can. Mega Venusaur dog walked Absol? How? Absol is a 3-prize basic. Mega Venusaur is a 3-prize stage 2. That sucks. Yeah, exactly. But I think the only way I could have won this game is if we had the freaking Neo Upper Energy. So, of course, not only do we face our worst matchup, but we also prize the one card we need to win this matchup. You know, I could have just used Draconic Buster, knocked out a Teal Mask Ogerpon, and won the game. What's their win con? Just knock out a couple Mega Venusaur. What do you mean? Just knock out a couple Mega Venusaur and win. It's so easy. Yeah, I didn't think we were going to win this game, but PDCGL really was just like, you're never going to win this game. Yeah, there's not a whole lot I can do, right? They're doing 900 damage. I can gibble this guy for 2 prizes. And then what? The Spiritomb can't be a thing. Yeah, that doesn't matter. They're going to win anyway. Spiritomb can't do anything because they're just going to... Oh my goodness. Maybe I can just deck them out. Maybe I'll just deck them out and they won't put... Oh, maybe like they wouldn't put energy on the Hydrapple or something. But if you look at this, see, notice how they added a background to the numbers? Because it used to be that there was no background on the white numbers. And now they have. It only took them 3 months to realize that white on nothing is bad. All right, let's just let them win. Okay, there's a Lilies. If I go and get... I mean, there's nothing to get, right? We just go for Roselia, Rose Raid. They'll be uneven prizes. And Leafeon Tech. I honestly think the Mega Absol deck is going to fade away, just like my ex-wife's looks, right after we got married. I think it's just going to kind of fade away over time. I mean, if I had the freaking Neo Upper, we could have won this game. It was literally that simple. If we just had the Neo Upper, we win the game. All right, well, let's Dragon Slice. Let's make it at least somewhat respectable. Yeah, I mean, the Neo Upper could have won us the game. We also could have just grabbed another PP. Like, if I could have just double-fisted PPs, well, that would explain it. So we prized Neo Upper, we prized the Premium Power Pro. This is why it didn't work out, but at least we got a loss out of the way. We got our worst matchup out of the way. You know, Mega Venusaur is an easy matchup. This one is a tough matchup because it's Hydrapple, and Hydrapple's actually good. But I was thinking tomorrow, I think we'll try Palafin, because Palafin did get Surfing Beach, and I want to just kind of see, like, is Palafin... Leafeon would go hard against... Who would Leafeon go hard against? Leafeon, I mean, Vaporeon makes me hard, but Leafeon doesn't. Yeah, like there's nothing, right? Because they already have another Hydrapple. They have the energy they need. I think it's mathematically impossible for me to win unless I can bring up, yeah, I was like, unless I can bring up the Bayleaf and knock it out. Yeah, they got it. Absol can? I think you just made that up. Yeah, play calling. What do you mean Absol can? That is not the name of the deck. Okay, we all know that's a fake name for the deck. It's not Absol can. It's Kangasool. And yeah, Conkeldurr, like, I think I want to wait for Battle Coliseum on Conk. All right, Leafeon, let's double check. So Verdant Storm for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. Yes, Verdant Storm would be very good. So if you want to play it. Kangas, oh, sure. Isn't it called Mega Box? I got to have at least 5 Megas. So yeah, Leafeon EX, if you're expecting to see a lot of posers play a game that doesn't belong to them, or play a deck that doesn't belong to them. So yeah, if you think there's a lot of people in your area, I don't like how the colors change. It's like, yes, you added a dark mode to the matchmaking screen, but the other screen is still the same. All right, we're facing off against Carmen Juan Diego. Megapile, I agree with Megapile. There you go. There you go. And imagine not having a ball. Imagine not having any balls. You play Leafeon so we can laugh at you. I mean, I'm sure I could win with Leafeon, right? You play it with, like the Grafai that accelerates energy to your opponent's Pokemon, or you play it with, like, Handy Fan. Yeah, like, they keep making these changes. Again, none of these changes they made were mentioned in the patch notes. And after they said, we're going to be more transparent with you, they don't tell us, because if only a certain YouTuber had made a video titled Pokemon TCG Live is never getting better. Speaking of which, TCG Pocket turns a year old in a couple weeks. Make sure you add me, because you can give away cards now. So that's one really cool thing that you're going to be able to do, is you can just give away cards. Oh, this is a great starting hand. And Moondust. Oh, I have a Cinderace Tatsugiri deck that I'll play eventually. So yeah, if you're not friends with me on TCG Pocket, send me a friend request, but you have to be subbed. You know, that is what you have to do. You have to be subbed. And TCG Pocket, I hope they raise the level cap, because Pokemon Go is raising the level cap by like 30 levels. With TCG Pocket, okay, they got rid of an Iono. That doesn't tell me anything. Oh, they're playing Typhlosion, Dracloak. So this is a good matchup. And Bryce, how do you beat Absol with Grim? Hope they prize all of their Absol. It's very easy. Just hope they prize all their Absol, and then flip only tails on Kangaskhan. Simple. Easy. Easiest thing you could do. Okay, what the hell is this? What the hell, PDCGL? Okay, so we just go for this guy and this guy. And I guess I Neo Upper to the bench, and we go Cynthia's Power Weight, and we just see what happens. Because hopefully they're going to Iono me. Most likely they're going to play Ethan's Adventure, but they did have an Iono. Maybe they have two Iono, and I am not excited for Legends ZA. I'll get it. I'll play it eventually. And Bryce, no, I don't think it's almost impossible. If you follow Poke Hive, I believe on Twitter, they'll probably end up doing like what's the win rate of certain deck versus certain deck, and they'll eventually get to Grimmsnarl versus Megapile or Tord Mega. And but Pilot, how long does it take to get your first badge in ZA? And oh no, I'll play it. I'm not excited to like get it right away. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh man, I gotta pretend like I'm a Canadian rock band and rush to the store to get Legends ZA. I'll play it. I'm sure I'll get some fun out of it. I just really don't think that Lumio City is the best place to do it. Like you're going from a really cool setting in Legends ZA to like different biomes, and then just like city. You can go on roofs. You can go on roofs. Cool. But yeah, TCG Pocket, there. I really hope they raise the level cap, but they are, making trading better. They're making wonder picking better. And Moondust? No, I just hate the fact that it's just like a random city. Okay, what the hell is this, PDCGL? Remember, this is the 181st list. This is the best performing Garchomp deck from Milwaukee. And game one, we face a grass deck that I don't think anyone really took to Milwaukee. And then 2, we face a very easily winnable matchup. One of the easiest winnable matchups for this deck, as long as we can play the game. As long as we can play the game, this is a very winnable matchup. All right, now I'm just trying to figure out, like, at what point are we just out of the game? Right? At what point do we just not have a chance? Like, I have Spiritomb, but if we just trade single prizers, that's not going to be good. Like, I guess I'm just going to have to save the power weight, retreat between my dudes, and then just hope they can't find their Gust cards. Right? Is that all it is? Is we just hope they can't find any Gust cards? Yeah, I was thinking about that, but oh, cool. How many supporters have they played? They got rid of an Iono just to stunt on me. Then they have 3 Ethans in the discard pile. I was like, oh yeah, we'll do a Lilies just for fun. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I wonder if they have a fire energy. I wonder if our Gibble's about to get bodied here. And then it's going to be really difficult to win because I have to use Corkscrew Dive. So, like, if they have Gravity Mountain, that'd be pretty cool if they put it into play. Wouldn't hate that. Oh my god. You could give me Gabite. I wouldn't mind if I had Gabite. How about instead of Garchomp, you give me Gabite? Can we make that trade, PDCGL? They could have played Iono turn 2. They could have not had the Ethan's Adventure. Could have been an Iono. That would have been sweet. Okay. We can do this. I think once they get down to 3 prizes, that's when it's like, yeah, I don't stand a chancey. Well, yeah, that was fun. Wait, do they? Oh no, they definitely have it. Yeah, they have it already. That's fine. So butt blast. They're gonna blast my butt. I have to give them a Roselia. Losing the power weight is also really, really bad. But if we don't, obviously, if we don't top deck a playable card. One of my daily quests today is complete a match without conceding. Apparently that's never gonna happen. Yeah, I think it seriously is the PDCGL dev is doing something, right? And don't you just love how it's like white background, dark background, and then red and blue background? And just make up your, give us a dark background. That's all we want. Just give us a night mode. Yeah, I think that's another reason why I didn't, love Mega Absol is also because it's the matchups, right? It's the matchups. It's playing it on PDCGL. It's, if I thought that I was going to a tournament where I'd face only decks that are, bad against Mega Absol, maybe I would have been better, but, it just didn't work out that way. And I play a different deck every day, right? Oh my God, we don't have it again. This is the third game where we've barely been able to do anything. Okay. Oh. Okay. We can easily win this one. This is an easily winnable matchup. We just have to not lose. It is the easiest thing in the world. Just don't lose and we win. Okay? That is it. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just so tilted. All right, we have to just thin out all the Gibble. Okay, all the Gibble out of the deck. And then, I think I can just, we'll attach to this guy. Because, again, we don't want to attack, right? You don't want to attack. That is the rule of Big Toe is you don't want to attack. Oh, oh no, they have the greatest Pokegear art from Unbroken Bonds. Okay, we can definitely win. I just love how there's that gap between the prize cards and the edge of the prizes. Like, we need to improve the outlines of things in the game board to make it look better. Okay, make sure it's flush with the line. Nah, that's too much work. Jagged edges of cards, that gives them character. Okay, all I need is a playable hand. I thinned out my deck as much as possible. Mr. Mountain Dew, thank you for gifting another sub to a Dizzy Gamer. Just give me a Gabite. Thank you. We can play the game, everybody. Oh, everybody, we can actually play the game. We can actually play Pokemon cards, everybody. It's time to freak out. Okay, we're thinning all of the cards out of the deck now. Every single card is being currently thinned out of the deck. There is no way we don't win now. Okay? The last game we would have won if we just had a supporter or a Gabite. Never saw any of those. So now we're definitely going to win. It's going to be great. Okay, and then we go get Roselia. And look at how much we can do. We can get... Okay, remember, this isn't my list, so if it doesn't work, just blame Jack Koenig. Okay, and we want to keep our hand a little bit thick. And now what we can do next turn is, as long as they don't knock out this Gabite, as long as this Gabite stays alive, we win the game. It doesn't matter. I can top deck a Poffin. I can literally top deck a Poffin, and we can still win, right? Because all I have to do is just punch the Mega Kangaskhan in the face, and we win. Please don't tell me you're going for a... Yeah, see? We win. Easy. Oh, yeah, Tord's deck is great. No, Tord's deck loses to the Pilot. You can't trust Tord when Pilot's up squawking his billy. All right, so let's... Oh, we prize 2 Rose Raid. Oh, my God. This game is great. This game is so good. Don't you just love this game? We prized 2 Rose Raid. Because of course we did. Of course we prized 2 Rose Raid. Why wouldn't we? It doesn't matter, but like, seriously? We prized 2 Rose Raid? Is this how life is gonna be for Trust Your Pilot? But this is just GG. We got everything. We're taking a 3 prize KO. They have to do a million things. Okay, we literally in our first 30 cards of our deck, we would have had 1 supporter. I think I would have... The next 4 cards in my deck, I think, were not supporters. Lily's was like card number 5 in that equation. And we also just... Oh, wait, we also prized the Neo Upper again. Oh my God. Yeah, so a YouTube audience, you didn't see it, but the previous game we faced off against Typhlosion, I had all of my Roselia and all of my Gibble, and then I had 3 Garchomp in my hand. Never found a supporter, never found a Gabite. We also prized the Neo Upper in our first game against Hydrapple, which was our 1 chance to win. So we prized the Neo Upper against... This game hates me. Yeah, I learned everything I know from watching Pilot. I always prize my ace spec, but we literally just win because I can Draconic Buster. What are they gonna do? Get rid of my PP? Yeah, you can play with my PP, but I have a Rose Raid. There's nothing they can get rid of. Okay, that's fine. There's nothing you can do. I thought I was gonna top deck bosses. So we're doing, yeah, like there's nothing they can do. This deck is terrible. I told you. I am better. I can beat this deck as long as I have, even if I don't have a playable hand, I can beat this deck. Because you just take 2 knockouts and it's game. You know, I prized Neo Upper, I prized Hilda, I prized 2 Rose Raid, and I still managed to win. Because all you have to do to beat their deck is just don't attack. That's it. Just don't do anything. Don't get a period. As long as you don't get your period, you can beat off a Mega Absol player. Oh, okay, good. See? That is so much better. And yeah, Dizzy Gamer, you should be back now. Hopefully you didn't miss us too much. Oh, I have to use an attack from a Psychic? We're not doing that. Attach Fighting Energy. There we go. All right, so 36 Minutos. Niflheim. Edu. Oh, because people tend to like it when I talked about the video games I play outside of PDCGL, I tried the Final Fantasy remake. I tried part 1 of the Final Fantasy remake. It was bad. You know, this is coming from someone who didn't like Final Fantasy 16, didn't finish it. It was just so repetitive. Oh yeah, now you give me supporters and no basics. But yeah, I tried to play the original, like the Final Fantasy 7 remake. I just hated everything they changed, and I thought the characters were insufferable. I will try Rebirth. 100% I'm going to try Rebirth because apparently it's much better. But I did not like the remake. Yeah, like as a big fan of Final Fantasy 7, I hated like everything they did to the story. It should have been 2 parts, not 3. If they make it a 2-part game, I think it's much better. And then they end it in, you know, the logical place where they should have ended the first game. But they were just like, hey, we can make this 3 parts and make lots more money. Are you kidding? Again? This was the 181st place list. This is like 4 games in a row where we can't do anything. Yeah. Okay, well, we have the side act, and I am not a side cuck. Press 1. Oh, never mind. Don't press 1. Don't do that. Okay, I mean, we have side act. That's nice. First time chatter. This is just getting embarrassing at this point. I am never, ever going to find anything that I need to play the game. I mean, they're just going to go for my Gibble, but like, I have to do this. There's no way around it. We have to go for a Gibble. I have to get double Roselia. I have to attach the energy because there's not really anything I can do. We're just never going to find a supporter. This is why I put Cleffa in so many decks these days, is because PDCGL is not real life. You know, real life is a lie. PDCGL is the truth. And they're just going to go for the Dracloak KO. Okay, this is terrible. But we actually knock out the Dracloak. Oh, this is hilarious. We do knock out their Dracloak. Oh, okay. We do knock out the Dracloak next turn. And that gets rid of a Luminous and a Fire. They're going to take my side act. So they're probably just going to be able to do some crazy things. But I don't think they're going to be able to go Rare Candy, Dragapult, Neo Upper, right? See, playing with your PP is never a bad thing. Oh, and we got the goodbye. I don't even need to play with my PP. Oh, this is great. It's so relaxing not having to play with my PP sometimes. All right, so we go Champion's Call. Always play with your PP. All right, so this is definitely going to be a Spiritomb game. But I do have to be very, very careful because it's Wabbit season. All right, so... Oh, we prize this... we prized the Spiritomb. Of course we did. Of course we prized the Spiritomb. Why wouldn't we prize the Spiritomb in against Dragapult? That would make 0 sense. Why wouldn't we? All right, as long as they don't knock out the active, we win the game. Crap. Yeah, this is going to be a Spiritomb game, and it's prized. Prize Neo Upper all the time, can't find a supporter. We also prize like 2 Lily's Determination. And no, because I wanna focus on Garchomp. I do want to play Lunatone Solrock with Garchomp. I want to take out the Rose Raid and see how a Lunatone Solrock build does with like Power Glass or Energy Sticker. But it's very much looking like that we just win. Right, again, another game where I don't get a supporter and we're just going to win because Garchomp EX is so good. Right? If Garchomp EX just did 100 damage, or if it just did 150 for that 1 energy and didn't draw you cards, borderline unplayable. Uh-oh. No, that's fine, because they would have needed Rare Candy Neo Upper. Uh-oh. No, don't, no, you're not allowed to do this. I'm forbidding you from doing this. Oh, God. We had it. Okay, well, I just have to send up this guy. Well, remember, we did prize Lily's Determination. I think we prized 2. Yes! Okay, so we just go and get Garchomp, Gabite. We don't need to play with our PP. We can't play with our Dong, though. That'll be a big problem, is we can't play with our Dong. And, I mean, we are tied. We're going to take the lead on prizes, actually. We can't get our Psyduck back because they're going to lock our items, but that's fine. Also, did this list have Forest of Vitality? Because I haven't seen it if it does. Oh, there's no Forest of Vitality. Okay, so this one's just no Forest. I have been very disappointed by Forest of Vitality because it's like you have to get it on the right turn, and if you don't get it on the right turn, then it's terrible. Okay, so we go Gabite, and then Gabite for... I mean, I think I have to. I think I have to go get Garchomp and just evolve into it and then just hope that one of the 6 cards we get is one of our 5 energy. And if we don't, we kind of lose. I don't ask for much, PDC. Oh my God. Okay, well... if they just continue item locking me, that's cool. Oh, goodness. Okay, so... they are probably just going to spend another turn. Oh, goody. I'm so happy for you. All right, so they're going to knock out my Garchomp if they get a rare candy. There's also 0 stadiums in this list, I might add. Okay, they have their Neo Upper. And this is where Heat Burner against Dragapult is going to be so good because it's like, hey, you just play Heat Burner. Oh, there goes your Neo Upper. Or Heat Burner against Legacy Energy. Oh, man, you play 1 supporter and it doesn't even work. So Jack Koenig, I'm sorry. Does anyone know? We can check after this game if the Flapple is banned. But remember, the Flapple was banned because of an infinite loop with a card from either Black and White or X and Y. I can't remember which one. I think it was Black and White. So because Black and White or X and Y don't exist in live, there was no need to ban it, but we can always check. Okay, so there's Phantom Dive. If I can get my Neo Upper and a supporter, we do win. Which is wacky to think about. So, of course, that won't happen. And they're going to have a Monkey Dory, which is a big problem as well. But I think I still just have to go for a Corkscrew Dive. Okay, anytime. Anytime, Niflheim. See you later, Crocodile. Anytime, Niflheim. Okay, just put some damage counters. Just 6 damage counters. Just bang, bang, bang. Just 6 in a row. Just 6 on the... Okay, there we go. Oh my god. This is cruel and usual punishment. Okay, so we do have what we need. I have to Night Stretcher for the Psyduck, because we just pretty much lose if we don't do that. And then that goes there. I have to Night Stretcher for the fighting. I'm gonna, I guess, have to put it on the active, and then I have to Bite for the Garchomp, so we don't... Of course, BDCGL breaks. Love that. Oh, and remember who's not in the deck. Remember who would have been really useful in that situation. Remember which Pokemon I could have just retreated into if it wasn't prized, that would have done, what, 220, 250, 270... so it would have been a perfect KO on a Dragapult if I didn't prize the Spiritomb. Because I would have been able to Poffin for the Spiritomb, a Night Stretcher for the Fighting Energy, and thanks to the boost of the Roserade, that would have been a perfect 320. But of course, we prized the card that we needed. Couldn't be me prizing the card that we need. That'd be crazy. Okay, so this turn, they have to knock out the Psyduck. And, I mean, they have the Neo Upper. I guess it's just a situation where I have to take the knockout of the Dragapult and hope. Yeah, Psyduck's going down. They're probably going to put 3 damage counters on the Gibble. Okay. We are actually not in the worst position ever. We're in a terrible position, but it could be worse. We could be playing TCG Pocket and have to rely on a coin flip. Okay, give me a playable card. That is the opposite of a playable card. So in this situation, do I just have to bring up the Duskull and knock out the Duskull and then somehow hope? Is that where we're at? Is I just have to bring up the Duskull? And then hope they don't have something? Yeah, like I know, but like I don't have any other option, right? We don't find supporters. This deck doesn't play supporters, apparently. Still no Spiritomb, by the way. So if we just don't prize the Spiritomb, we win this game. So, of course, what was prized and what was not anywhere in the prizes that we needed was the Spiritomb. Of course. Oh, and I guess I should have done this the other way around. I should have put the Neo Upper on this guy because we'd have to use Draconic Buster to take the... It doesn't matter. Oh, they have 90 with Monkey Dory? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's the problem, is I keep forgetting to put supporters in my deck. And they had the bosses. Just for good measure, they also had the bosses. Just to really rub it in, they also had the bosses. You know, they think there's like, oh man, I beat Trust Your Pilot. It's like, no, PDCGL beat me off. I will not give you that satisfaction. PDCGL was the one who beat me off here. Because it prized my damn Spiritomb. And if I had it in deck, I would have won. So yes, that one, Trust Your Pilot does not approve, Jack. All right, so let's just go for the 3/3 with the Toedscruel. I have 11 supporters. Yes, 11 supporters. Unfair Stamp instead of Neo Upper. Because again, PDCGL hates my face. And Incineroar, if you asked me all 3 starters, I wouldn't be able to tell you. And never gonna let me down. Well, remember, you can you don't have to deal with the auto shuffler. Right? You don't have to deal with PDCGL shuffler. That's the thing. In real life, you can it's actual randomization, whereas here you can only do so much randomization when it comes to an emotionless robot. See, we switched to Pilot's build, you know? Remember Taylor Swift's version of her albums because she had to fight with the record company? This is Pilot's version. Look, we got the Forest of Vitality, we got the Power Weight, we got Lily's Determination, we're going second, which we actually maybe don't want to do. And watch it be a grass deck. Watch it be some janky grass deck that just bodies Garchomp. And by the way, Sunny is officially cheating on PTCGL tomorrow. Sunny will be streaming ZA tomorrow. Because Sunny's a terrible person. Oh, and I do regret spending money in Marvel Snap, by the way, for those of you wondering. Oh, okay, no, this is Kangaskhan. Okay, I was worried for a second. All right, so the Forest of Vitality will help them. But this is Kangaskhan. Yeah, like I'll read the vibes, right? I'll read the vibes of my starter. So this is an interesting pickle we find ourselves in. We easily knock out the Mega Kangaskhan. It's just going to be, as long as they don't find... Oh, what the hell is this? As long as they don't find a single... Or as long as they don't find Acerola's Mischief, then we should be okay. Right? As long as they don't find Acerola's Mischief on the turn that they need Acerola's Mischief, we'll be A-okay. Oh, that was a bad idea. Right? You only have the one. Right? Like, oh, they're hoping for an Ino, though. I think they were trying to thin for an Ino. Yeah, but you're supposed to Ino after the Fortress KOs. You know, I did have a lot of fun playing Kangaskhan Fortress, but it has so many issues. This is a pretty good hand, except for the fact that we still don't have any Gabite. Evolution Incense would be pretty goated if it existed in Standard. Yeah, like, I'm going to play ZA. I will have fun playing it. But I'm not going to, like, rush out to buy it, right? I'm not going to spend $110 to go get it. And Mr. Low Elo Boy, yeah, I played Kangaskhan, what, like 3 days after launch or something, because it was fun. All right, so they're going to give me 2. Yeah, they're fully set up. But the problem is they got a pine cone. Right? They don't want to have the pine cone on the field. The pine cone is bad. You know, fun fact, you can actually eat pine cones. Oh, they're going to go for my Gibble? That's not very nice. It'd be a shame if something happened to your, the cards in your hand. All right, well, that's annoying, but we can do many things. We also have a much less powered Lily's Determination, but I think we'll be okay, right? We just need to get multiple Gibble. Thank you. Those would be multiple Gibble. So let's go Air Balloon there. Fighting Dong. We want the Gibble. And then... I mean, I did put TM Evolution in the deck. But does that actually matter? I mean, I know whatever I do, I'm going to regret it. Okay, so let's go... Lily's Determination for 6. There we go. That's exactly. And then, of course, I told you we were going to get it. I knew we were going to get it. I'm sorry for not believing in the fart of the cards. And then, of course, we get absolutely bodied. So I'm going to have to use TM Evolution. And I guess it's just end turn. So, of course, I don't believe in the heart of the cards. Immediately punished. But don't forget, like, they're going to be taking 1 prize a turn. I just have to knock out, like, a single Kangaskhan. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we'll just go up with the Roselia again. We'll put the TM Evolution on the Roselia. We'll get your bite, and then we'll play the game. But you've seen my luck today and how terrible my luck has been playing Garchomp. I can't think that, oh, yeah, Lily's for 6 to get my 1 TM Evolution. That's going to work. Well, no, they can just evolve, right? They can just evolve it into Fortress and make it tougher. Why didn't I kill the one with the energy? They probably feel bad for me. That would be my guess, is they just feel really bad for me. Oh, we have 2. Okay, I forgot I put 2. So PTCGL's really rubbing it in now. They're just like, hey, remember that time you didn't do the thing that you needed to do? Yeah, that sucks for you, pilot. All right, so it doesn't really matter what... Oh, we prized 2 Gabite. Or maybe I only have 3 in the list. It's tough to tell. I forget things sometimes. And there's no Neo Upper. This is the unfair stamp build. Because you got a 3/3 Rose Raid You got, 400 HP with Cynthia's power weight. You're expecting to survive a turn. Things are, you're supposed to, oh, no, this is fine. As long as they don't hunt the energy. Oh, they're just going to go Cypher Maniac for Counter Catcher. They're going to blow up the Fortress. Oh, no. And they're going to put me down to 2 cards, and I'm going to need a Fighting Energy to win. I mean, yeah, this is gonna get a little bad. This is gonna be rough here. Yeah, I mean, obviously you put Counter Catcher on top. Yeah, they have to do this first, and then blow up the Fortress, then counter. That's incorrect. That's not right. What are they doing? Okay, so they're letting me win. They haven't flipped a single heads. Not that they need to. They're saving up all their heads flips for a Garchomp. All right, I mean, I'll take it. I think I just win now, right? Because I just go Draconic Buster. Yeah, there's that thing. And then we don't even thin it. We just want basics, right? We just want to get the Spiritomb. Yeah, you gotta subscribe to Trust Your Pilot on YouTube to get all the greatest gameplay moments and features. And then we just get a Garch. Oh. Yeah, I think I want double Garchomp, right? So we go double Garchomp, and then we absolutely just Draconic Bust all over the place. Or do I... Huh. It's interesting, but no, I think we go for a Draconic Buster, right? Because they're going to INO me low anyways, no matter what I do. This is the fun way of doing things, right? They're going to INO me to 1 anyways. We're just going to have to live on our top deck. We'll see what happens. Okay, so yes, we prized at least 1 Gabite. We also prized a Rose Raid. They're going to INO me or Acerola me. But why did they put the other Kangaskhan down? They should have blown up the Fortress. Yeah, oh right, if they INO, they can't Acerola. That's right. So then we just need bosses for game. And then that's it. And I can do many things to make that happen. So we go Arven for power weight and either the Dawn or a Night Stretcher. And then I just Corkscrew Dive to drop to 6, and then that's game. Because they're going to need, what, 4 heads to knock out a Garchomp with 400 hit points? If they take this knock... Okay, they haven't flipped a single heads. They got my luck. They have my luck. We could also just win with Spiritomb, which would be hilarious. Because remember, Acerola's Mischief only protects against the X's. So that's something they've definitely not noticed, is that it only protects against the X's. So if they put 400 damage into play, then that's just GG. So, oh, we don't have... Oh, are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? We don't have Fighting Gong or... Oh my god. Okay. All right. Okay. Can PDCGL just chill for a second? Yeah, I guess I still retreat. I guess. Right, we just retreat anyways. Let's get this guy out of the... Actually, let's get this guy out of the deck. Oh, man, and... I'm doing 140. I would need 1 Premium Power Pro to win. Oh, man. So, yeah, I think we must have... I must have only 3 Gabite in the list. And then, like, 2 Fighting Gong. You know, you have to make some sacrifices to fit a 3/3 Rose Raid line and 4 Premium Power Pro. Okay, so they might knock out the Garchomp, which is fine with me. Okay, interesting that they use the Ace. Okay, yes, we understand that you have lots of Acerola. But all I have to do is top deck an energy and I win. All I have to do is to... Uh-oh. Okay. All I have to do is top deck an energy. That is it. I top deck an energy... The game is over. All right. Well, let's go Premium Power Pro. Let's get somebody out of the deck. Sure. I know I'm going to INO to 1. And this might seem stupid, probably because it is, but I can go into this Garchomp too. Oh yeah? You don't think I have more I got more Garchomp where that came from. Okay, we're gonna lose for 6 next turn. We absolutely win. Okay, I know I should have grabbed the Super Rod instead of the Unfair Stamp and loaded my deck up with energy. But I mean, it would have been 29 cards. What are the odds? I mean, what were the odds of getting TM Evolution? But I think this game, yes, it's boring and it's grindy, but it goes to show you just how good I am at Pokemon cards, right? It just goes to show you how good I am at Pokemon cards, doesn't it? Oh God. No, don't do that. Okay, they're gonna Cypher Maniac. We can still win. We just need energy and a couple things. Very easy stuff. Just need energy and a couple things. We're also going to be tied on prizes. Oh, you would have had you should have gone for the fresh one. They're probably punching themselves in the balls right now. I could have gone for the fresh one. All right, we are going to be seeing like a million cards this turn. There's no way. Okay, that is the one card I don't need. What the hell is this? What the hell is all that? Oh my God. Where was the bosses before? Could you explain to me where the bosses was before this happened? Oh my goodness. Okay, we can still do this, everybody. Still, oh no, oh no, oh God, oh what the hell? Okay, yep, this was, I told you they were saving all those for the end of the game. I told you they were saving all those head flips for the end of the game. All right, we need to take I'm taking a break, okay? Somebody should clip that. We're taking a break. Okay, everything is fine now. Yes, the feeder lotion, make sure you watch that clip so then TQ, hey, we reach level 299 in the worst way possible. So, yeah, make sure you watch that so we get lots more viewers and more followers. How am I losing so badly with this deck? You know, we have the Toad Scroll. We definitely need 2 Night Stretcher. We need 4 Gabite. There's 6 energy. Like, the Unfair Stamp is dumb. The Premium Power Pro is too low. The Rare Candy is dumb. Yeah, let's get rid of Super Rod. 1 in 512. Well, you love to see it, don't you? All right, so we got we have so many supporters. We have switches. We have one. This list should be okay. This list should work. Okay, the Big Alex at 105. Everyone, say it with me. Feet in my mouth. All right, here we go. God, that was a devastating loss. That is a loss that keeps you awake at night. Where you're just like, I don't know if I want to keep playing this game. Where, you know, Garchomp, I have been disappointed by Garchomp. I will admit that. I have been slightly disappointed by it. Okay, see, as long as we didn't... Remember, I did cut it down to 1 TM evolution. Oh my God. Again. Are all my wins just going to come from this deck? Hopefully we have 2 Gabite left in the deck because I'm going to try to evolve into them. Okay, we do, so we just do easy things. We just go Buddy Poffin for 2 Studio Ghibli. Probably should have checked to see if we had the Toad Scroll. But we just go TM Evolution for double Gabite. If they go like Crispin and they're like, hey, I'm going to get rid of your Lily's Determination, That's really bad. So if they go for Claw of Darkness, take the KO, get my Lily's Determination, then we're just sort of sitting here with our fingers between our toes because it feels kind of good. Hoping. You know, maybe there's a world where I should have Lilies'd, but it's like they would have needed to get the Crispin. Or, I mean, I don't know. I don't know the list. All I know is that I beat this deck every day, and it's the easiest deck to beat. They're giving me a period. Luckily, I have my pal pad, so we don't have to worry about getting a period. All right, let's go. I guess it's just getting all the Gibble. Or no, we get one Gibble because I only have 2 Garchomp. And then we go for a Roselia. And just Lilies for 8. And remember, the key here is you do not hit into them. It's very simple. What is the game? Oh, good God. Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine because we can just knock out the Mega Absol next turn. But I think I go for Fighting Energy. We have 3 Roserade in the deck. So, yeah, we just do nothing. I mean, actually, it's okay. Let's just do it for fun. Okay, for fun, let's hit into them with a Roselia. Maybe they won't concede when they realize that I'm going to absolutely obliterate their butt. Oh, if they claw away my PP, that's fine. You know, no one is remarked on the stream title, by the way, where cover me in your golden Gatorade shower. Okay, so they got the trolley. Oh, if you're wasting a turn to use Turbo Energize, you've already lost. If they're gonna just Turbo Energize and not use Claw of Darkness to take a KO, that's really bad. Okay, so the gang's all here. Now, I'm not intimately familiar with the deck because I kind of disregarded it because I beat it off so often. Like, I can beat off Tord in my sleep. So I don't know, like, does it recover stuff from the discard pile? Because if it does, then Toad Scroll kind of makes sense. But I feel like I can just win just going on offense. If I can be as offensive as possible, that will be good. Oh, they're going for the Turbo Energize? Okay, that's fine. And I don't think, yeah. Oh, I was going to say, I don't think you use Adrenabrain because, like, who are you going to put it on? Right? Like, does it make any sort of sense to put it on the Roselia? It does, but does it use Night Stretcher all that much? Or are they just going for Mega Kangaskhan and hoping? Because they don't realize it's weak to fighting. Oh, we just topped. Okay, this is great. This is what we in the Pokemon card streaming business call pretty darn good. All right, so that goes there. I just have to make sure that one of these is a Garchomp. One of these has to be a Garchomp, so as long as I don't screw that up, we'll be fine. Just everyone say it with me. Trust your pilot. Don't screw this up. All right, so there's this guy, and then we drop to 6. We take the KO. Wait, we don't take the KO. Oh, I bosses. Oh yeah, I just bosses. I was worried there for a second. No, we just literally bosses, and everything's fine. All right, so how much damage am I doing? I'm doing 140, 170. See ya. See ya, buddy. Sorry. See you later. I mean, I guess just in case, I'll do that just in case they have some kind of crazy shenanigans. But yeah, we got Unfair Stamp, we got Forest of Vitality. Again, I've been massively disappointed by Forest of Vitality. I just don't really see the point to it. And that's why the 181st list didn't even play it. It played Neo Whopper instead of Unfair Stamp. It played Hilda. No Forest of Vitality. Like, you understand the point of it. It's so you can just focus on your Gibble turn 1 and just get as many Gibble down right away. Forget about the Roselia. And then turn 2, you can just go crazy with Gabite, Forest of Vitality. And never gonna let me down. Yeah, they're gonna... Yeah, so you think they're gonna go for the Unfair Stamp? What? They... I guess on their side of the things, they saw my hand and decided, oh, I can't win. Or they, as they were attacking, they knew that they couldn't win. Either way, I'm sorry that I just keep facing this deck, but it's all that anyone's playing. Or the decks that aren't this that I play, PTC Jail doesn't give me any supporters. Yeah, see, I think this is what people are realizing, that this deck is a very good meta call, but it's not like, it's not some crazy auto win deck. Like, it's not Cerule Edge in this day and age. You know, Golden Go requires a bit of thinking. Cerule Edge doesn't require much thinking. But like, this one requires really good matchups. If you get a bad matchup with this deck, it's pretty much game over before it even starts. Like, I know how to beat this deck. You just don't attack. That's all it is. Just don't attack, and then just take a one-shot, and you do it twice. Right? It is so simple. Remember how I said you just focus on Gibble right away? Remember when I said that? Remember when I said you just focus on the Gibble right away? And remember when I put 11 supporters that can help me not lose the game? That was fun. That was a really fun time when I put 11 supporters, not including bosses. There is bosses, but I have 11 supporters that can play me the game. All right, this is Mega Lucario, which is a winnable matchup if I have playable cards. I do not. Yeah, what are the odds of this? None of my 11 supporters, none of my 2 Fighting Gong, none of my 4 Buddy Buddy Poffin, and none of my 4 Gibble. So that's what, 11, 15, 19. I have 21 essential ways to get a Gibble, and we didn't get any of them. Garchomp on D's nuts. Hey, there's an Arven. All right, so that doesn't really help us as much as you might think. Yeah, honestly, it has to be an unfair stamp. It honestly has to be the unfair stamp that I go and get. Because if I just get Buddy Buddy Poffin and Power Weight, or Buddy Buddy Poffin and TM Evolution, we're still just waiting on our top deck. At least unfair stamp gives me a chance to maybe do something. But like, oh, okay. They're having a worse time than I am. And then we have a Garchomp. Yes, because that's the land shark that I wanted. That is, of course, the one that I wanted. All right, as soon as they take a knockout, we'll be able to play the game. Okay, the longer this game goes, the better it is for me. Oh, that's so bad. Okay, we put the forest down. We put the air balloon there. We go lilies. Because remember, Spiritomb could be really good. Okay, I mean, we did get a Gibble. We can actually play the game next turn. And this is what I'm saying. There has to be a it can't happen this often where you put 11 draw supporters in your deck and all you see is an Arven and none of your Gibble. You have to get a Lily to find 1 Poffin. There's no way I'm not on some weird server. Okay, and then... Now I'm confident we'll get a Lilies off of this. See, I told you. See? PDC Joe only hates me to an extent. Yeah, they really don't like bands with the name pilots in them either. They don't like 21 pilots. They don't like Stone Temple pilots. They don't like Butthole pilots. I'm sure that's a deck or a band that exists. Yeah, you are, Crumbrion. I'm not. Why did they attach the... They did that in a very weird order. And TQ, that is absolutely right. They were like, we can't let him leave again, but we have to be able to torture him. So we have to give him just enough hope. All right, so yeah, they screwed this up. They should have obviously Lunatoned first. Now they need to Loon-atone for their mistakes. Huh? Get it? They need to Loon-atone. Huh? Get it? Because it's like they have to atone for... Never mind. All right, let's... I guess I just get a Gibble, right? We just get the Gibble and attach the fighting. I mean, I could just put it on this guy, right? Yeah, let's put it on that guy and see what happens. And actually, you know what? I'm going to be a little crazy here. I'm going to be a little crazy because I think that I can maybe benefit from having 40 damage on this Mega Lucario. Well, that changes things slightly. No, I don't think it does. I think we still just go for a Spike Sting. So we put 50 on him. And then I'm in a situation where I think my entire board just needs to be Garchomp and then Spiritomb. Right? Because Spiritomb's going to be able to win us this game. And again, Forest of Vitality. I really thought that this was, like, obviously pre... What are they going for? Just a Gabite? Oh. Okay. That's a waste. That's a big waste of a PP. Yeah, you don't want to be draining your PP this early. Like, they're not in danger. Like, obviously, they probably think that I have Neo Upper. Oh, they got the maximum belt. Oh, wow, they're going for it. Okay, never mind. They are in a very good position right now. Huh. So how much are they doing? They would take a knockout of a Garchomp. Because I don't have a power weight in my hand, so I think we just wait. Right? We play it safe. Didn't need that. And then we go for Gibble, because we prized all of our other Roselia. We prized our other Roselia. That's fine. And I'm going to do that. So again, they have another Hariyama, which is okay. I'm just going to go get Garchomp. We're just going to get everything. Just going to get everything. Everything's coming out of this deck. Everything's spilling out of this deck right now. Because we can't let PDC Jill have the satisfaction. All right, then we go Forest of Vitality. TM Evolution that does nothing. Then we just go for a Spike Sting. And I have not used any Premium Power Pro, but I believe this list only has 2 because you play a 3-3 Rose Raid. I will switch to the 2-2 Rose Raid because Rose Raid is proving to be quite bad. Yeah, see, this is why I didn't put the Garchomp into play. And now they have to knock out this Gabite in order to, win the game. But I'm comfortable just waiting. Okay, well, never mind. They're doing many things that are bad for us right now. Yeah, as I've noticed, yeah, 3-3 is definitely... I think 2-2 with 4 Premium Power Pro is better. Is definitely what I've noticed. And let's go... Night Stretcher for this guy. And then Roselia, Rose Raid. I'm just gonna... One of these days, a Garchomp is going to survive. Okay, I think we're kind of out of cards to play, but one of these days, a dude's gonna survive. Because, yeah, I can't take the knockout. They probably have another Hariyama, or they just have a Tauros scenario. But I can win the game if I can just knock out this stupid Lucario, or if I get a power weight. All I need is a power weight, or just knocking out the Lucario, and we'll be fine. Like, I know I'm playing a little too conservatively. You might be like, oh, well, why don't you just go for it? Why don't you just let them knock out the Garchomp? Well, if I'd known that things would have gone this poorly, yes, I would have done that. But yeah, they're just out of gas. So now we knock out the Lucario, and I think this is game. Thank you. And I'm just going for it. I know that I should probably save a Gabite, but we can't. We just have to draw. We just have to draw cards at this point. We just have to get as many cards as possible. We have to win. this did not go according to plan. So we prized the power weight. That's okay. I'll play the Gong. Again, we just want to thin things out of the deck because we're going to be using Draconic Buster. And then Draconic Buster. Yeah, I firmly believe that a 3/3 Roserade is definitely overkill. Because you need the bench base. You need to have the Premium Power Pro. You need the power weights. You know, it just doesn't work. You know, Force of Vitality, I'm going to keep the original title of the video where it's like, Garchomp is helped out by Force of Vitality. That's an unlikely combo. That's weird. So I'll keep it like that, but I think what we've learned is that it's not very good. Like, tomorrow's stream is going to be Palafin, and we're trying to find out, like, is Palafin better with Surfing Beach? And I did a little bit of testing. If all you face is Cerule Edge and Golden Go, it's the best deck in the world. If all you do is face Cerule Edge and Golden Go, Palafin is great. That was so forced, TQ, that you should star in the next Star Wars movie. Get it? Because it was so forced? Because never mind. If they don't take this knockout, we win the game, by the way. But if they do take a knockout... Oh, wait, no, they have to retreat the Solrock. So they have to retreat the Solrock. They have to get a Hairy Mama. They have to knock out, like, my Roserade. Otherwise, I just win with a... How do I win? This is actually kind of a tough call, right? Because I can go Roselia, Roserade. So we're doing boosted damage. Yeah, Crumbreon, don't spoil tomorrow's stream. But yes, it has its issues. Yeah, we're going to take this hit, and then I'm going to promote a fresh Garchomp, and then I think it's just an Iono. Right? We just go power weight, and I think I put the power weight on the damaged one. Nah, because, I mean, we don't know how this is going to shake out, but I think it goes on the damaged one. Actually, how much can Aura Jab do? 130, 260. They've played with their PP. Oh, they've already... Oh, their PP is empty. They've played with their PP 4 times today. They got nothing left. And... This is the thing. If I Iono them, they go down to 3. If I Arvin, there's not really anything for me to get. I mean, there is an unfair stamp. There's still an unfair stamp in the deck, by the way. So we can still win that way. Not there. All right, then we just go Corkscrew Dive, take the knockout. I know this is setting me up for not the best turn next turn. Oh, okay. Like, I know that I probably should have softened up the Mega Lucario, but the reason, and of course we prize the Toad Scroll. The reason I didn't go for a bosses on the Mega Lucario is because if they just go Turo, if they just Turo and then they had an 8, they would have had a 9 card hand. They got the freaking Neo Upper Energy? I mean, that's not going to help, but they got the freaking Neo Upper? And they went for the, they attached the Neo Upper. Oh, it's a reversal. I thought that was, oh. I thought that was, yeah, because Maximum Belt was their ace spec. I thought that was Neo Upper. Thought they were trying to be Keanu Reeves and go for a Neo Upper. Well, I think we just win now, don't we? I think that's what we in the business call a GG. You know, I'm going to change my name to Trust Your Pilot GG. I'll join Azul's squad, and then we'll get only the busted draws. All right, so even when you draw terribly, you can still win. Oh, we had it even without that. See? Even when PD... You forget, because this game went on for quite a while, but you forget, at the beginning of this game, we had nothing. And I'm that good. You know, I am him. This is a very easily winnable matchup. Like, Typhlosion's easy, I just didn't draw well. This is an easily winnable matchup. BMing someone who can't read. Making fun of a little kid who can't read. Today, Junior... I think it was making fun of a little kid who's trying to read. I think it's who's trying to read. All right, so yeah, the 3-3 we've learned isn't very good. The 2-2 Rose Raid, let's just try that out. Again, the Toad Scroll, I think you need the Toad Scroll. It hasn't really done anything for us, but against like Golden Go, you kind of need it, and Cerule Edge is also, it's useful there as well. But what I did in Marvel Snap is I bought the season pass, so the monthly pass. It's not a full season, it's a monthly pass. And then I also bought like the gold pass, so I spent like $20-something. I kind of regret it. You know, I also spent money in TCG Pocket. I bought 1 month of the pass. What the hell is this? I bought the pass, and then I also bought like $30 of Poke Gold. Oh, crap. So I also regret spending money in TCG Pocket because I have like 2,600 pack hourglasses, and I also have like a bunch of Poke Gold that I'm never going to use. Okay, I mean, this is... Okay, yeah. I think I just have to go for the fighting energy, because guess what we have to do? We have to thin the deck to get one of our... Looks like we prized about 2 supporters, but I have 9 draw supporters. We also have Unfair Stamp again in this one. We can only play with our balls once, and we don't have a TM Evolution. But I mean, I guess I put the Roselia down, because maybe I can, like, cheese a knockout with Spiritomb. Right, because if they... Like, I'm going to evolve into Gabite, because Gabite is goated. As long as you get 1 Gabite. All this deck needs is if you get a turn 1 or turn 2 Gabite, either with TM Evolution or just, you know, getting a Gabite, your life improves thusly. But how... I mean, I have this energy is precious to me. We're going to need that energy to do anything. They're just going to go for a Spike Myth. They did Arven for that, right? Yeah, they Arven for that. Ooh, they had to get rid of a few things, though. But the Spiritomb could be what ends up winning us this game if things just buff out for me slightly. So, of course, they won't. Oh, right. They had the rare candy. Okay, so the Spiritomb's getting knocked out. The question is, do I send up the Roselia to let it get knocked out, or do I send up the damaged Gibble? Because if I send up the damaged Gibble, that's kind of bad. They have a Lily's Determination for next turn, so they are just fully set up. They knock out the Spiritomb. If I could top deck Unfair Stamp, that'd be pretty sick. Or I'll take an Arven. Arven. Oh, they're going for the Roselia anyways. Cool. Then that makes our life even more complicated. Like Avril Lavigne. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Okay, so we go on the Gabite train. I mean, how do I play this? Because I can retreat for free. This deck does allow me to retreat for free with Garchomp. The power weight doesn't let anyone survive, though. I think I'm just in a position where I have to attach to a bench Gabite, power weight it, and then just end turn. I believe that is the only play that I can do here. Because I can get a Garchomp next turn. The problem with getting a Garchomp next turn is that I'll come up short of a KO on the Grimmsnarl, and then they'll just do Monkey Dory things and just start taking KOs that way. And I don't want it that way, but there's gonna lilies after this one. Hope for all the things. But all I need is to play with my PP twice. I just need Garchomp and then PP twice. And then energy. So I need a lot. But if I can just get like an Arven. Give me an Arven. I can go Unfair Stamp. I can go Power Weight. We can win. It is so simple. It is the easiest thing that anyone has ever thought of. And we can do this. Because they can't take one-shots. They probably have like de-evolution. Then I'm in big trouble. Okay. Okay. We'll take that. We'll take that. We will take that all day. And then I go get Champion's Call for Garchomp. Now the question is, do I go get a Gibble? Getting a Gibble thins out the deck, but it also gives them a very easy target to KO, and that might just cost me the game. But I think we take the risk because we'll probably lose if I don't. I mean, we're damned if we do, damned if we don't. And we can't play with our PP. I tried to play with my PP. We just can't do it enough. So, yeah, we'll go Poffin for nothing. At Unfair Stamp. I unfortunately have to evolve this guy. And then we go attach to you. I do have the Toadstool, though, but that doesn't seem like it's going to be a good thing. All right, so it's Corkscrew Dive. And yes, I'd like to draw... Oh, such a helpful card. Thank you. Yeah, I can definitely see why Neo Upper Energy is the A-spec of choice, because just being able to use Draconic Buster without needing to double attach. And you can't really play Power Glass because you have to put Cynthia's Power Weight on there. And I always forget this is plus 30 and not plus 20. I get it confused with Lilligant. That's fine. Hand was actually pretty good, but that's fine. Okay. Now what do I do? They only have a 2-card. It seems like they have nothing going on. Yeah, they're going to go get a Grimmsnarl. They're going to heal. They're going to put 60 damage. They're probably going to knock out my Rose Raid. But splitting the energy is actually not a bad thing. Because I can knock out the active Grimmsnarl, and then we're actually going to have a backup Garchomp. So this is actually going to be a very interesting finish here. You know, it's going to be like the bronze medal game at the Olympics. There's going to be quite an interesting finish because Finland never wins the gold. I don't know. I'm assuming they haven't won the gold recently. It's always Canada, am I right? All right, so they knock out the Rose Raid. I stamp them. I can't counter catch her, though. It is very important that I do not counter catch her. Or that I do not... I can't counter catch her because that leaves damage on board for them, which we don't want. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I see how things are going to be today. So then we want, and actually let's double check the deck just to see what's in there. I have 4 Premium Power Pro and 2 Forest of Vitality. We also have a Cynthia's Power Weight, so I'll put that on the Gibble as well. And then we go Arven for Unfair Stamp and Power Weight. I don't need the Air Balloon. I also don't think I'm going to need the bosses. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need the bosses here. It's risky, I know. Okay, and then we go Unfair Stamp. That didn't work. Okay, so it's very important. Another very important thing is we have to save the Arven. Well, actually, we don't really have to. I was going to say we have to save the Arven and the Poffin so I can go get a Spiritomb. But realistically, we don't. We just go... Yeah, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be totally fine. I am going to need, like, something here, though. Because the Spiritomb can't attack unless I get an energy. Thank you. Okay, we got this. There's no way we don't win, right? Because they'll have to... They can't counter catcher. I unfair stamp them into nothing. They hate their life. They hate their wife. They... I can't think of anything else that rhymes with life and wife. They're rife with Cloud Strife. Oh, they have no idea. They have no idea that Spiritomb is the best card. This is why you don't build a Garchomp deck without a Spiritomb. If you're building a Garchomp deck and you don't have Spiritomb in there... Yeah, I wasn't going to use that. Okay, and then we get all the stupid things. Okay, so Arvin for... I think Super Rod, right? Because we have the combo now, and while we have the combo, I should do it. So Spiritomb, Energy, and then Roselia in the deck. Okay. And then Gabite for Spiritomb. Absolutely throated and goated. Spiritomb, come on down. And then that goes there. We go into you. Retreat, take the KO. Now what are you going to do, buddy? Yeah, now what are you going to do? 400 damage on a Spiritomb. Okay, so they can still win, but, you know, what if they can't? Like, I'm taking knockouts. They can put 60 damage on my Spiritomb and then just knock out a Garchomp for game. So an INO right now would be pretty cool. Maybe I should have saved that. Oh no, we're still in it. We're still in it. Because they're only taking a double KO. Also, I put them into this. Oh no, they're taking 2 KOs and then they just go Adrenabrain. And I can't win. So I would have needed to power weight the Spiritomb. So that is GG. Like, I played this as well as I could have. But yeah, the damn I was really hoping they wouldn't get de-evolution. That was the only way they could have won, is if they just had the de-evolution play. And then, of course, they have like a 3-card hand. Yep, there's a de-evolution. Okay, Veltal's fine. Actually, yeah, they only have 40 with Adrenabrain. But coming into my... Interesting decision. Why are they building up this guy? Why aren't they going for the Spiritomb? Alright, so yeah, they're taking prizes. That's fine. We can still make a major comeback. We just need to top deck an INO. That's all we need to do, is just top deck an INO. Everything's fine if we top deck an INO. Just top deck an INO and everything is monkey dory. You can suck my butt. Okay. I mean, we are knocking out the active Monkey Dory. And we can go nice. I mean, I may as well just thin the deck and use lilies, but this did not go according to plan. And then we go Buddy Poffin. I guess just thin the Toad School out of there just to increase my chances of getting something. And then that'll go there. I will Lily's Determination. Huh. Does that do anything? If I go... Wait, if I go for the Frostlass, does that do anything? Because if they just have a Garchomp, I think they win anyways. But if I knock out the Frostlass... Does that... I guess that does something? I mean, sure. Let's see if this does anything. And then we go 90 on that guy. I know they have the clutch, but they would have to get Boss's energy to try to trap somebody. And I have a switch somewhere in the deck. Okay. If they're just going to go for clutch, then I just go bosses for game. No, I can't go bosses for game because I had to knock out the Frostlass. But if they get a Grimmsnarl and they have 2 energy, but they're down 7, that's the thing. They would have to get Super Rod because I'm assuming they have 8. I would assume they have 8 energy in their deck. They would have to get Super Rod. I mean, their hand is 7 cards, so there's a very good chance they're just counting their resources right now. If they don't have it, they'll concede. If they do have it, they'll probably just play out the turn. But I don't think they're going to have... Okay, that's weird. I guess they just wanted to thin out their deck? Because I'm obviously going to sign up the Garchomp if they Iron Bundle. But this has been a very interesting game. You know, that de-evolution, the clutch de-evolution, and I'm not talking about this kind of clutch or the clutch on your car. I was trying to make a Pokemon joke. There's no car Pokemon, is there? Well, there's a Reviroom. Reviroom was turned into a car, like the clutch on a Reviroom. I want, like, what's the seed? What's the thinking? They have to go Arven for Super Rod, and they have to have a Grimmsnarl in their hand, and then they win the game. Because, you know, going for the Frostlass, that just protected me in case the game went, like, an extra turn. Okay, there's Night Stretcher and TM Evolution. Again, I don't think they have more than 8 energy, right? They have 5 in the discard pile, 2 on the field. They might have 1 in hand or 1 in deck. I've knocked out 2 Grimmsnarl. They must have known that they have it. Yeah, they must have known that they have 2 energy. Or they're just or they have 1 in hand. And they have 9 energy in deck. Oh. They got it. What's going on? What's happening? I'm confused. What is happening right now? They also haven't Adrenabrained. Yeah, like if I could just if I just have a Rose Raid, if I can just put a Rose Raid into play, I win the game. If I can just put a Rose Raid down, also Forest of Vitality meant nothing. But if I can just put a Rose Raid into play, then I can boss up anyone on their... Also, why did they put the Snow Runt down? But even if they had played this perfectly and not put the Snow Runt down, I still had Knockout with Rose Raid. Because Spiritomb doesn't count the damage on itself because it's only your bench Pokemon. Well, look at this. The GOAT. See? People at school lied to me. They said counting will never mean anything. I counted. I know the Grimmsnarl only plays 8 energy. And I counted 2 on the field, 5 in the discard pile. They needed a big combo. There you go. You ever doubt Trust Your Pilot and his math skills? Just rewatch this game 100 times so I can get all that sweet, sweet ad revenue and you can look at those toes. That was a very long game, but hey, at least it wasn't Mega Absol Kangaskhan, which I have never lost against with this deck. Alrighty, let's, yeah, again, you don't lose against that deck. Let's try this one more time. But if you watched the YouTube video, the Ceruledge YouTube video, if you watched that one, please let me know. Because ever since I came back, OBS has been giving me a lot of problems with, like, every few minutes there's this audio drop. I have tried so many things. I have looked on the internet. I have downloaded so many feet pics. I have tried everything to fix this issue. The latest thing, it seems like it might have fixed it, but it also seems like it might have made things worse, at least on the back end. So if you notice audio issues, like every 3 to 4 minutes in YouTube videos, please let me know. But if it seems like the audio was better than normal in the Ceruledge video, please let me know as well. Because I don't really know, because on my end, things are messed up. I won't know unless you give me the feedback. So if you ever notice... Okay. I think we win. And bid you good day. Oh, no, it is widespread. The issue that I have is widespread-ish, but doesn't mean it's easy to fix. Again with the Mega Camerupt. Again with the So wait, oh my god, we prized the thingy thing. Okay, so that's fine. I'm just gonna go Gibble Gibble. And what? Toad's cool Gibble? Yeah, that seems fine. And then we just attach to the bench. And now we win. So we're pretty much out of Rose Raid the entire game. But again, this is another Spiritomb game. Because they can't knock out a Garchomp with a power weight, right? They can do lots of things. They can burn, they can do 240, they can, Magmortar it up in here. They can put a lot of damage on a Garchomp. They can't one-shot a Garchomp, and then that just leaves Spiritomb to do Spiritomb things. And they're out here roasting feet. All right, well, I think we feed them a Gibble. Or I guess a Gabite, right? Because it'll be a Gabite. And then I put 40 damage on him. And great timing, Forest of Vitality. You knew just what I wanted. Great timing, buddy. Okay, so we just get all the Gabite. Gabite these nuts, am I right? And yeah, we get another Gabite. Do I bother putting 40 damage on them? I think I'll pretend like I'm a Rapidash and say nay. And yeah, we'll get this guy. We're not going to show them the Spiritomb, because if we show them the Spiritomb, they're going to know that I have a Spiritomb, and that's bad. Yeah, we're just going to do that. So I think I only have like 2 Night Stretcher and maybe 1 Super Rod in the list. This is so tough. Like I have a feeling they're going to knock out the active Gabite. If they don't, I'm kind of spanking myself on the cheeks, but it's okay. I have a feeling they're going to knock it out. They're going to get Volcarona energy. But we should be fine. And something that people aren't talking about because it's not very good is that Mega Camerupt does activate Oricorio EX. So you can use this with Oricorio EX and do the 280 every single turn, and you put a Heavy Baton on there, or a Rigid Band, or a Hero's Cape. So remember, Oricorio EX is just the Backed Caliber accelerating to the bench. So you can actually use Volcanic Meteor and get rid of the whole burn thing. Just play with Oricorio. Or wait, is Oricorio stage 2? Hang on, I gotta read the text again. We also haven't seen the official announcement, but I think it's... Yeah, if you have any Fire-type Mega Evolution Pokemon EX in play, you can accelerate all the cheeks from your butt. Now, remember that thing I said that I didn't want to happen? It happened. All right, so I'm going to show them the Spiritomb now because it's... their life is over. They've already lost this game. They've lost. They are done. They can't win. They have no hope. We have an unfair stamp. Everybody, everything is fine. Yeah, Mega Camerupt is just, it's a massive disappointment. Okay, well, I think I said in the intro of the video, I'm not massively disappointed with Mega Camerupt because I didn't have high expectations, but even it didn't reach my low expectations. I think if we did end up in a world where Mega Venusaur was actually playable and not a trash card, and not the worst thing ever invented, and whoever runs the Twitter account for it should be ashamed of themselves, then Mega Camerupt is a thing. But Golden Go is just like, I don't care. I can do 340. That's easy. But like Oricorio EX, Dawn is coming soon. Dawn of Justice. And they're going for the Spiritomb. Well, that just activates Unfair Stamp, and that's a... Oh, this is sad. This is sad. This is so sad. This is very sad. I would feel bad for them if they weren't playing Mega Camerupt, but they knew what they were doing when they queued up with this deck. They knew what they were doing. You can't feel bad for someone for self-inflicted wounds here. I mean, I guess I could have gone for the Pheasant Skibidi and that would have made more sense, but like, come on. And we're also going to Lilies for 8 on top of that. Oh, just go to a Lily's for 8. No big deal. Yeah, but I mean, if this is going to be a thing, the Oricorio is going to be like what does it. So I should probably write that down because I haven't actually seen anyone do it. So if Little Dark Furry rolls up before I get a chance and is like, hey, I got this, or For the Win takes the idea and is like, hey, I got this fun idea for a deck. What if we did Mega Camera up with Oricorio? You'll know that it was me who said it first because I haven't seen anyone in Japan do this. This is going to be a Trust Your Pilot original. But yeah, I still don't think it's going to be good. I think, I'm working on the videos right now for Phantasmal Flames. And like, it's better than I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought it was going to be garbage. It's slightly better than I thought it was going to be. But like, I was doing the buyer's guide. It's less than 10,000 credits to craft all of the good cards from the set. And that's not including the fact that Gengar and Charizard are probably going to be the free decks. So all the best fire cards and all the best dark cards are probably going to be free. So it'll be like 5,000 credits to get the best cards in Phantasmal Flames, and that's pathetic. Like back in my day, you needed about 30,000 credits to get all the best cards from a set. And nowadays it's like, 5,000. Because remember that VMAXs and I think V-Stars were just over 1,000 credits each, so it was a bit inflated. But V-Stars were good. Megas aren't. Oh, no, don't. Oh, God. Okay, out of pity, Moises, I will not put you in the YouTube video. Do not worry. You will live on in infamy in the VOD channel. You will not be in the YouTube video. Don't you worry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry this happened to you. This is a safe space. You'll be okay. And I guess I just Arvin for the Night Stretcher and the Power Weight. Yeah, no, let's, I feel so bad though. Okay, I will try to win this without Spiritomb. Okay, I'll try to win it without Spiritomb, see how that goes. And then Corkscrew Dive. And, oh no, I missed the PDC Geo Marketplace. It needed more, like, controls. It needed more... Okay, that's good. Don't hate that. But I am just a fighting energy away from destroying your life. But yeah, remember, just if you're a sub to Trust Your Pilot on Twitch, you can add me on TCG Pocket and I will do trades. Oh, that's fun. That's funny. All right, because I feel bad, I'm going to play recklessly, okay? I'm going to cost myself the game just for funsies. All right? This is purely for funsies. Oh, we're only a premium power pro. Okay, never mind. I take back the funsies. I take back all the funsies. I'm just going to win the game. Okay, Moises, I tried to give you a chance to win, but the funsies were right there in front of me. It's like a freshly lotioned up foot. If it's right in front of you, you got to grab it. That was I'm sorry. That Mega Camrupt is just the Oricorio build with Phantasmal Flames. Maybe it's a thing, but Mega Camrupt is not a thing right now, unfortunately. Okay, so yeah, the 2/2's pretty good. Let's just be as offensive as possible right now. I mean, we don't need no stinking rare candy in this list. We don't need no stinking rare candy. We just want to have more energy. Yeah, remember, that's too much. That's too much. A little bit too much. All right, so we have, we want 4 Arvin. And I mean, a super rod is fine. How many? We got 4 lilies, 4. Yeah, we want 3 Ino. And then I guess I want like Defiance Band or something. Or no, I guess 1 power weight is fine. Power weight is fine. And how many Ultra Balls? Sure, let's get 2 balls. And then yeah, let's chuck an Acerola in here. Let's see if Acerola does anything. I know this is the offensive build, but let's put an Acerola in here and see what happens. And bid you good day. Yeah, back in my day, we could get millions. There's people who got millions of credits from that glitch because they're cool. Yeah, it's if I had a nickel for every time there was an infinite money glitch in PDC Gel, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Oh yeah, so if you didn't see the news for TCG Pocket, you're going to be able to just give people cards now, and trading is going to be expanded. Hopefully they raise the level cap, but I have lots of cards I have no use for, so if you ever want to trade with me, and it's just like regular cards I have 20 of, that's totally fine. What? So you can always send me trades. I have maxed out my Shine Dust. Oh, okay. Weird that they did that because they were going to get multiple mulligans. I guess they're playing like Cinderace or something, and they didn't start the... Oh, they're playing Typhlosion. How is you conceding with Typhlosion? And I think it's Zod and someone else on my friends list. They have been at 69 likes on their community showcase for the entire year, and I refuse to give them a like on their showcases because they're at 69. Oh, what the hell is this? I mean, this is actually fine, but what the hell is this? But yeah, there's 2 people on my friends list that have exactly 69 showcase likes. I refuse. Every time I go there, like, they're right before For the Win and Clamburglar on my list, so I always skip past them. I'm like, yep, For the Win gets a like, Clamburglar gets a like, and then I just skip past Zod, and then the other person. Because it's just, we have a gentleman's agreement, right? If anyone's 69 and you don't interrupt them, right? It's like Sun Tzu's Art of War. When your opponent's making a mistake, you don't interrupt them. When someone's 69ing, you don't interrupt them. Okay, those are absolutely the rules. We have a pretty good thing going here. Yeah, here's half your energy and 1 Arven. And then we just go, yep. And this is everything I could have wanted, except for, you know... Actually, wait. If they were playing the 50 hit point Pidgey, or if I put down 2 Roselia, I could have knocked out the Pidgey. Right? Because Rock Hurl isn't affected by resistance. So if I can play with my PP, or if I just Gabite, I can Gabite and knock this out. Oh no, I can't, because that's affected by resistance. But if I play with my PP, or if I get a really good draw, or if I just get a Forest of Vitality, because I can Gabite for another Roselia Roserade combo, Forest of Vitality, and then win. I also don't know what they're playing. I'm assuming it's like Charizard, Kangaskhan. What? These are not things I was expecting. Okay, I would not do that. I would not do that, Kevin Bieksa. I would advise against doing this. Okay, they're this kind of person. They're gonna hero escape the Kangaskhan. All right, well, I'll put like 100 damage on you, but I guess if I didn't have the Roselia, we'd be fine. Yeah, it's a control deck. Yeah, if I didn't have the Roselia, we'd be fine. Because they'll just trap a Roselia and do thingy things. They'll do things with my thingy thing. And Zedman, welcome in. How are you doing? GLCD's nuts go into your mouth, am I right? Press 1 if you agree. Okay, so yeah, we just go Rose Raid. We get all the Gabite. All the Gabite. Yup. Every Gabite. And I will Dragon Slice. Yeah, just don't become a Garchomp and you'll be fine. Wait, do I just knock out the Mega Kangaskhan next turn? And Super Smash Kart? But like, who's playing a control deck these days? Who's up squawking their Billy these days? Not me. And Talby, hey, we got a couple people here with no balls. We got a few people with no. Oh god, it's a Jellicent. With the wait, is that a Prism? Oh right. God. Yep, and they're just gonna keep doing the thing. Everyone's having fun. Hey everybody, are you having fun today? I'm having so much fun. Yippee! And then let's go. Yeah, I mean I just have to evolve into Garchomp, right? And we evolve into Garchomp. And then I guess I put 2 energy there. Corkscrew dive. We don't draw up to 6. And then we just hope things buff out. Remember when Garchomp first came out and you had to draw up to 6? Those were the days, weren't they, when the PTC GL dev couldn't read? Like, should I concede? Press 1 if I should concede. Press 2 if we just sit here with our fingers up our butts for 20 minutes. And I'm seeing a couple 2s. I don't like that. Oh, I'm seeing multiple 2s. I only care about people who have balls next to their name, though. If you don't have balls next to your name, I don't care. All right, so the handy fan's going to be annoying, especially when I don't have enough thingy things. ABC, I like your thinking. Okay, all right, fine. You know what? If you force me to stay here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to talk about Marvel Snap the whole time. Yeah, Marvel Snap, they just brought back the Sanctum Showdown, which is an actual different way to play the game that's actually fun. You know, instead of trainer trials where it's really boring and stupid, they have Sanctum Showdown. And Sanctum Showdown, it has its own battle pass that you can give them money for. Actually, you give them gold, but you gotta get that gold. But yeah, I don't think you can really get into Marvel Snap these days. Like, yeah, if you have $200 to $500, go ahead, become a Marvel Snap player. But if you're not planning on playing Marvel Snap like for 10 minutes every single day for the next year, you're not going to be a free-to-player. And Zedman, exactly. But I did put a little bit of money into it, and I have been playing it on and off for a few years, so my collection is decent. Like, if I was just starting out today, I'd play it for like 2 weeks and be like, hey, this... Because it has free retreat. And I'd be like, hey, this game's actually kind of fun. And then it'd get to the grind, and I'd be like, oh, that's terrible. Why are they going for the Rose Raid? Why are they putting damage on the Rose Raid? That is the last thing you should be putting it on. No, this is not a YouTube game. I guess I have to evolve into Garchomp just to get the free retreat, which is, you know, less than ideal. But eventually they're gonna, like, activate Spiritomb, right? Spiritomb's eventually gonna be a thing. All right, so there's my PP. Yeah, let's go maximum belt on, I guess, this guy? I don't know. And then corkscrew dive. And well, this game is bad. This is not a fun game. We don't want to be doing this. But yeah, Marvel Snap, it's, if you have the money, it's a great game. Again, I really, really enjoy it. I think if every game was fully free to play and just every card was available, Marvel Snap would be the game that I play the most, even though oh god. Well, the good news with Impound is that they have to damage me emotionally. And I have 28 cards in my deck. I know they have Zerosic, so I'm going to have to be very careful with, like, my Iono and stuff. When am I going to play Marvel Snap on stream? Zod, we talked about you earlier if your feet were getting slippery. We did talk about you earlier. But not this year, because if I was going to play anything, it would be TCG Pocket, like, at the end of December, right? When they have the December set, then I'd play TCG Pocket. But I think this year I'm full up. I'm ready to go. Yeah, about 69ing, yeah. No switch. No, I don't want to burn the switch, because they're going to have to knock out my Rose Raid. Right? The Rose Raid is going to have to be knocked out for them to win this game. And I can just play with my PP. I should probably be attaching this energy, though. Okay, yeah. Eventually, you're going to have to do something. And I have a lot of cards in my hand that do nothing. I have a lot of useless cards in my hand. All right, so I guess we attach to a Gabite. Seems logical. Just in case they hit me with a Zerosic, I would get rid of, I guess, Countercatcher, Poffin, Dong, Evolution, and probably Lilies. And Alakazam, as long as you're before Master League, you can face someone with a 0 ranking. You could be at 549, which is 1 before Master League, and face someone with a 0 ranking. Super Smash Kart, no. Unless you wanted to replace the Rose Raid with it. Right, if you wanted to replace the Rose Raid with the Harry Mama. But what we'll do after this game is we'll do my crazy idea, because I have enough for a YouTube video. So we'll do the Lunatone Solrock build and kind of see how that goes. Because I'm going to cut out the Rose Raid, and we're going to play, like, Energy Sticker. Yeah, you get into 2 different leagues. And the stupid thing has 110 hit points, because of course it does. All right, then we just Arvin for Premium Power Pro. And, I mean, I only have 6 energy in the deck, so I do have to be a little careful, right? So yeah, I guess we just go Premium Power Pro, Corkscrew Dive. Yeah, matchmaking has always been dumb in this game. They keep trying to fix it, but it still sucks. They keep trying, but as you can see, every change they make doesn't always improve things. Took them 3 updates to realize that, you know, putting a background behind white lettering and text is a good idea. Hey, I asked you. I gave chat the option to concede and just go through the game and have fun, and we could live our lives not knowing that this could exist. Okay. The Latinas are gone. There's a bravery charm. That's annoying. I mean, one of these days I'm going to get a bosses, right? I do have 2 in the deck. Okay, well, let's, I guess we just do the thing. So I'm not finding any bosses. I'm also not finding Forest of Vitality, because I could very easily just get a Rose Raid into play again and take a big KO, but that's not happening today. They also put a Hero's Cape on this guy, so I can do 310. They got Shuckle. They got the freaking Shuckle. Are you kidding? Oh my god. Okay, but I can knock out the Shuckle with a bosses. Just give me a freaking bosses and we can knock out the Shuckle. If the last 2 prizes are bosses, I'm going to be like, yeah, that tracks. The last 2 prizes are bosses, I'm going to be like, yeah, that makes sense. Your days are numbered, Hero's Cape. When Heat Burner comes out, every deck that plays Fire Energy is going to destroy your butt. It's going to pound your butt. Oh my god, they're prepping for a double Shuckle turn. They're going to go for a double. They're going to shuck my duck twice. God, okay. We're having fun. We're having fun playing Pokemon cards, aren't we, everybody? Can I just, like, get a playable card, please? Where's all my I also haven't played an Iono. That is so weird. I should Lily, but I have, like, I can get rid of most of these cards and it doesn't matter, but yeah, sure, all Lilies. Hey, wait, is that a knockout? Oh my goodness, you were right. You were right, that is a knockout. Get out of here, buddy. Oh, what's that? You want to keep your Mimikyu alive? Hey, ABC, this is the one time where you were right about something. How does it feel to be right for the first time in your life? I mean, it's scary. Yeah, it's weird. You were right about something. So if they Zerosic, we just obviously... Oh, there we go. Hey, there we go. Yeah, I didn't play any supporters. I needed Iono and bosses that game to win. And we didn't find those. We needed the cards, again, the cards we needed to win were not in the deck, but I still managed to win because that's just such an easily winnable matchup. All right, so we want to, I guess, just duplicate. So Garchomp, Luna Rock. Luna Rock out with our... Okay, so we get rid of the Rose Raid. Get rid of the Roselia. I think we want to have, what, like 7 of these guys? We still want to keep the Spiritomb. I can probably go for Rare Candy and cut a Gabite. We want to keep our PP. We can get rid of the Forest of Vitality. And then just double Solrock, double Lunatone. Oh, yes, yes. Okay. Double Solrock, double Lunatone. I guess Maximum Belt, or does Prime Catcher make more sense? Because we're going to need... I mean, I guess Nest Ball is good. Yeah, like two of those things. TM Evolution, Night Stretcher, Super Rod. We have bosses. I mean, should we not have the Prime Catcher? And Alakazam? No, I would have prized all 3. So, like, we have these guys. How many Air Balloon are in the deck? We do need to play with our balloons. Need more Super? Nah, we're fine. We don't need more Super Rod. Right, because, like, in a perfect world, we're softening people up. Oh, I need Nest Ball. That's what I was trying to remember. We need to play with more balls. Yes. Always play with more balls if you have the option. Oh, no, we just want to play with our dong. Right, you don't play with balls. You play with your dong. Jeez. You almost got me there, everybody. You almost tricked me. I mean, I could put a Fez in here too, but I guess I don't need to. We have an air balloon. We have Prime Catcher. Like, yeah, I think Unfair Stamp would be good. But, like, what else should we put in here? We have a PP. We could put Defiance Band in here. Defiance Band. And you know what? I'm going to listen to chat here. This is a collaborative effort. I'm going to go get rid of the catcher. We're going to go Unfair Stamp, and we're going to add that Super Rod. I only have so many hands. Okay? You know, my feet, I'm too old to do what I used to be able to do when I was younger. Okay, I do not want to go first. We can do this. We absolutely got this. I'm going to show that I'm an expert deck builder. Okay, well, that would have been a great starting hand. Hey, back in my younger days, I could do all the things. Your opponent... Oh, they're playing a... Oh, God. So actually, no, maybe I should have gone 3 power weight. Because you want your Garchomp to survive, then you want to, like, use Spirit... Okay, I mean, this is a matchup. This is a matchup. But this is not going in the YouTube video. And I think I played Assassin's Creed. Okay, so Black Flag, amazing game. Everyone should play Black Flag if they haven't. I played Syndicate. That game was not very good. I can't remember the last Assassin's Creed game that I played. I honestly cannot remember the last Assassin's Creed. I haven't played Oranges. I haven't played Odyssey. I haven't played Valhalla. I haven't played Shadows. It's before Oranges. It was the... I don't know. I can't remember. Like, I want to play Origins, but, like, I have a PS5. I don't want to be playing a PS4 game on my PS... Great, great stuff. All right, so let's just go quickly for the Gibble. We have the TM Evolution and the Fighting Energy. We just have to hope that one of our next 8 cards... Hey, we can go Power Weight. That one of our next 8 cards is a Basic or a Dong. Hey, we got all the Dong. Oh, my God. Chill, bro. Oh, why is my Gibble evolving? Why is everyone evolving? Why was everyone evolving there? Okay, and then Solrock. That goes down. And then I think we just go for the Dong. Okay, and then we don't want to use Lunar Cycle quite yet. We just want to prep these guys. And scenario, Forest of Vitality hasn't really done anything. It's Premium Power Pro, right? Forest of Vitality hasn't really helped the deck out all that much. It's still just, you know, getting your Rose Raid out a turn earlier isn't that big of a deal, right? I'd rather have, like, a good stadium, like, not Risky Ruins. I mean, Risky Ruins could be funny, but you're not going to get it when you need it. Yeah, how about 4 Arven? Which actually isn't bad, but I mean, I'm just going to get rid of that energy. But this was just a crazy idea I had. Like, what if you pair Garchomp with Lunatone Solrock? Someone else said, why don't you put Harry Mama in the deck as a Guster? But there isn't too much synergy. Like, I think I'd rather play Mega Lucario with Garchomp. Like, yes, you draw cards with Garchomp, but it's not the best. But yeah, the Spiritomb, maybe I should have waited, but I've had such bad luck with this game today that, you know, sometimes you just got to go for it. Sometimes you just got to thrust a nut and just go for it, and that's what I did. They better get a Ralts. If you don't get a Ralts here, you're a crazy person. Okay, you better have a Poffin or something. Okay, what? Okay, good. Yeah, you'd have to get Reversal Energy. So you'd have to put Reversal Energy in the deck in order to attack with Harry Mama. and like the reversal energy does nothing anywhere else. It's like you just would have it for that. And like at least in Mega Lucario, you can put one reversal and it's fine. And you can also power it up with Mega Lucario's Aura Jab. But here it's like you'd have to put 2 reversals and you can't air balloon to retreat it. So it's just like it's just going to sort of sit there and you can maybe triple attach to it, but that's highly unlikely. So again, I'm going to keep the original YouTube title of like, oh my god, Forest of Vitality helps Garchomp? What? What is this madness? But in reality, it's going to be Premium Power Pro that does all the stuff. All right, that's a Garchomp top deck. I wonder what supporter I'm going to play this turn. Hey everybody, what supporter should I play this turn? Press 1 for Arven, press 2 for Arven, press 3 for press 4 for Arven. Okay. And that goes there. Nothing but the best for my viewers, right, Geezer? Yeah, I guess we should go for the power weight and... Oh, I can't knock out the Monkey Dory, can I? That's unfortunate. Huh. Well, I don't play research in the deck, but I see what you're going for. All right, let's just thin everybody out of the deck. Get everybody out of here. Yeah, let's get that. So we have a Garchomp. And then we go power weight. I think I just do nothing, right? We just let them... Wait a second. Wait. Did anybody else just notice what happened? Nobody else noticed it, and I didn't. They turbo energized instead of TM evolution. What? Is this a Mega Guardy deck? Did they... Yeah, they're playing turbo energized instead of evolution. So this might be like a Mega Guardy deck. It's not a Mega Guardy deck. Is that a thing? Did I miss something? Is turbo energized a thing? Because I feel like I would have been alerted. I feel like I would have been alerted to that. It is a thing? Okay, I'm so used to facing Gardevoir where they just always have the turn 2. It happened at Milwaukee. Milwaukee on D's nuts, am I right? All right, so let's go Arven. I guess I just Cosmic Beam their butt. Press 1 if you want me to Cosmic Beam their butt. Or no, I just go up with Garchomp. Yeah, I was like, we don't bother with that. All right, and then Garchomp, come on down. I mean, let's just Lilies for 8, right? Why not? There's nothing I want. There's nothing I need. You know, what am I gonna do? Play with my PP? I've done that way too much. Oh, it was the second place Milwaukee list. Okay. I guess if you're really worried about like Badoo. Oh, if they have an Amorous. Yeah, I was looking at an Amorous. It's just such an underrated card. At Walking Plane, but remember, we want the Garchomp to take damage. We want Garchomp to take damage to activate Spiritomb. Even I know I put it into play too early, but we want damage on board. Yeah, the baby and Amorous, it just does 200 damage for 3 energy if you have a similar type Pokemon in play as your opponent, which everyone does. So I was looking at like that's actually a pretty decent card. Because if you're expecting a lot of mirror matches, because in tournaments, the meta narrows mightily, right? Like you look at Megapile, the Tords deck, that had colorless, psychic, and dark, right? What does Garchomp or what does Gardevoir have? Gardevoir has psychic and dark. So if a deck plays dark, Pheasantipity, boom. Did they just slap? That does not slap. You just slapped my Lunatone. I will never forgive you for this. All right, so we just go air balloon and we play with our PP. Because now we do it. Now we do the thing. All right, so that's there. That goes there. And then remember, I have 8 energy in the deck, but I think we still want to... Do we still want to bust? No, we'll put a Defiance Band on this guy. And we'll put that there. And then we go, oh yeah, we got to play with our PP. Always, I always forget that important step. Yeah, I mean, I'll just, right after the game, I'll just check their deck list, because PDC-GO allows you to do that. So obviously the successor would allow you to do that too, right? The sequel to PDC-GO would have not just the same features, but improved, right? There's no way they'd omit something like that that lets you experiment and whack off together. But I have enough for a YouTube video, so I'm not too crestfallen. So I'll get this video up tomorrow, because, you know, I gotta watch the Blue Jays lose. And Crumbreon, yeah, there's no way they would have made this game. There's no shot they made the game worse. Could you imagine if they made the game worse? Bringing the development in-house and then making it worse? Yeah, I gotta watch the Blue Jays lose tonight, so unfortunately I can't get this video up tonight. I'll get it up tomorrow. And then Palafin will be the deck tomorrow. I think even if it goes bad... no, because Gardevoir can't accelerate to colorless Pokemon. Regigigas is good in a lot of decks, but not Gardevoir. Like Jungle Dump, it's a playable there. Mega Lucario, I believe, can attach to anybody. But yeah, Meganium. And then like the Ho-Oh Armaroos. There's a lot of decks where Regigigas is good, but it doesn't work with Gardevoir unless you want to do like put an experience share or something on it, but that'd be bad. You don't want to do that. But I liked what you're thinking, Chlamydia. Yeah, the problem with me and Regigigas is that anytime I've played Regigigas, I will always get it into play against a Dragapult deck. I will put 4 energy on it, and then they will target it the next turn with Counter Catch or KO it, and then it's just like, seriously, I did all that work and you got everything you needed. And Huge Beard Guy, well, at least you didn't get the pink or purple card glitch. You know, you didn't see the back of the cards, you just didn't see the front of the cards. There's a difference. You know, you didn't get the heart of the cards. All right, what's the play here? Do I just knock out the Gardevoir? I can do... Oh, I'd be a little bit short. So they can just... Yeah, I guess I just go into you. We Arvin. Don't forget that I have Unfair Stamp in the deck. So let's really scare him here. Let's be like, yeah, what are you going to do? I got an Unfair Stamp in this deck, buddy. What you going to do? The Spiritomb can't take the knockout, unfortunately. If I had Maximum Belt, then yes. But it would only do 250, and that would just... I mean, yeah, you could make the argument that I should have done that, but... unfortunately, yeah, I used to think that Spiritomb does not hit for weakness, unfortunately. I know, when I first started playing this, I was like, oh, sweet, why we hit for weakness? And then, like, you attacked with it. Why didn't it hit for weakness? It's like, oh, right, the second part, isn't affected by weakness. You know they added that at the last second when they were playtesting it. They were like, oh, it's too busted. We can't let our precious Gardevoir deck get hurt by a Spiritomb. We can't let our precious Gardevoir get knocked out by this little idiot. So then they added that, oh, this detects damage isn't affected by weakness. But who's the only Pokemon that really affects? Who's the only one that affects? Yeah, Gardevoir, exactly. So I'm putting them in a very precarious position. Never mind. But if they... Okay, I mean, if they put any damage on anyone... They could be in big trouble here. Because they have to fully heal the Gardevoir. Maybe I should have used the... Maybe I should have played with my PP. And default of Rivia, I am heavily contemplating buying The Witcher 3 on PS5. Heavily... Oh, here we go. There you go. See? A little bit of patience. What am I, an emergency room? Because I got a little bit of patience. If I don't have a Dawn to play with, that's okay. But we always got a Dawn. There's always a Dawn to be played with if you look hard enough. But the problem is that, you know, I played through The Witcher 3 and all the DLC. How many? Like 8 years ago on PS4, 500 damage. Oh, that's beautiful. Get out of here, Guardy. Just absolutely get punished. I can't put this in the YouTube video because it's Gardevoir and they still took 9 minutes. They're going to be 9 minutes in before taking a single prize. This is why I can't upload Gardevoir games in the videos. Because, again, it's been 9 minutes. They haven't taken a single prize. My feet are tied. I can't do it. Like, I value your time too much. I value you too much. But my issue is that I didn't speed through it before. The Lunatone's not a Cynthia's Pokemon. So the Lunatone doesn't count. So yeah, I would have been just short, and then they would have been able to go triple Monkey Dory, suck my butt, and that would have been bad. Yeah, I don't know, because I beat the base game. I played Heart of Stone and Blood and Wine. Just start the video from the last turn. Nah, I gotta watch the VOD, Big Daddy. But like, I wanted the, you know, better load times, better graphics, better frame rate. It's just, the Siri parts are so boring. And, you know, the combat isn't amazing, but it's like, it's the best RPG of the generation. But again, I haven't played Cyberpunk, right? Like, I haven't played Cyberpunk yet. And I feel like that's the logical next step, is I should play Cyberpunk before I do anything else. Or, I mean, I guess I could start, like, the video a bit later, right? We could start at, like, I could just do, like, hey, Gardevoir is really boring, and we start the video a little bit later than normal, because, again, I've just been doing nothing. And we just go Gardevoir, because this was apparently the second place Milwaukee list. Second place Milwaukee list. Start at turn where I do nothing. Start at turn where I do nothing. That'll... Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great if I just get an energy and a night stretcher. And Jose, well, yeah, I'd be playing the newer version for sure. Like I get the complete edition on PS5. Oh, this is gonna be great. All I need is just a couple things. We can get the unfair stamp. We can INO them. We can do so many things. Of course, BDCGL will say, I hate your face and not let fun things happen. But I think we win anyways, right? And as I've said, they will not let fun things happen. Just give me a playable card. Hey, that's not what I wanted. But I can go and get the Spiritomb. Or... I mean, most likely what they're going to do is they're going to do the thing. So let's go that there. And then we don't put the Spiritomb into play. That's very important. And then I Corkscrew Dive. They're obviously going to knock out the Garchomp on the bench because they have to. But they're in a situation where they have to INO, and they must be out of INO. Yeah, they're out of INO. I haven't seen an Enamorus. Not that Enamorus would have come into play this game, because I don't have any Psychic or Dark types. But like, hey, yeah, they just took their first prize 11 minutes in. Again, this is why I don't show Gardevoir in my YouTube videos, because, oh my god, it is so boring. At least when Gardevoir rotates and it's Mega Gardevoir, you just play it with like Wonder Patch, and you just go crazy with Wonder Patch and like Smooch 'em if that's still in standard at that point. So I'm kind of excited for Mega Gardevoir next format or next rotation. Okay. But you seem to be forgetting that there's someone on your bench you should be a little bit more concerned about. I feel like the Fallen Creed doesn't notice that there's someone on their bench that might be of concern to them, that might be slightly concerning against a fighting deck. Could be one certain Pokemon that has some sort of skibbity riz that does things with a toilet. Are they just gonna go for my Garchomp and put me down to one prize and be like, checkmate, bro? Hopefully you don't have a bosses, and then they'll check my discard pile and they'll be like, oh, PDCGL has been screwing you over the entire game, and the only supporter that's missing is bosses. And they have to go for the Garchomp. They can't not go for the Garchomp unless it's not a knockout. Oh, it's not a knockout. It wasn't even a knockout. So, yeah. Well, apparently you can play Garchomp. Oh, and we got the thing. You know what? I'm going to BM them. I'm going to be like, yeah, we're going to get that unfair stamp, bro. What were you going to do? Yeah, what were you going to do, bro? We got the Night Stretcher too? I'm about to bust. I'm about to Draconic Buster all over you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't even need the weakness. We were doing 520. Wait, did I play with my PP at all this game? I only played with it once this game. I could have played with my PP 3 more times. Oh, my God. Okay, so I cut out the beginning of this game, YouTube audience, to spare you the nothingness that always happens against Gardevoir, but they were playing Turbo Energize instead of TM Evolution, which I don't think is a good idea. But apparently it was the second place Milwaukee list. I will check my notes. Actually, I'll probably forget to do that. All you need to know is that Garchomp can be paired with Lunatone Solrock instead of Roserade. Should it? I don't know. Can it? Absolutely. Just like you can stick your foot in a peanut butter jar and then have someone lick off the peanut butter. You should do that though. You should definitely do that and then send me a video. Like send me a video, DM me on Discord, send me a video, and that'll be good. All right, well, this is good because I will have to... And what do you mean free key? So we got to 1542 with Garchomp. That's pretty good. So let's try this B drill. Does B drill become a thing? We have to go to casual though. Okay, we got it. We definitely have to go to casual. Let's stay in ranked. Let's really confuse somebody. How did you get to this rank with a weird B drill deck? Be drilling your mom, am I right? Yes, I would like to go first. So remember, B drill. Oh my God, this would have been the perfect starting hand if I just had a basic. Literally the goated starting hand. Big Daddy, you'd think there would be. You know, there is a Pokemon trading card game with in-game leaderboards where you can see who the top like 1,000 or 10,000 players are. Guess which one you can't do it in? Guess which one you can't? Squav. Oh, I forgot about Squavit. It's been so long. Yeah, imagine if we had a leaderboard and in-game tournaments. No gumshoes. You can't do gumshoes because that does draw you a card, so that would actually be bad. Well, this is great. Sure. Why do I play Energy Switch? Why did I put Energy Switch in this list? Yeah, Squavit should be in the list for sure. You could also play, I guess, No, you can't play Academy at 9 because it's a Forest of Vitality deck. I guess I should also have Psyduck. But honestly, I don't remember what Cassiopeia does. I always just think of Cassiopeia on me. And Searcher deck has to be the last card. Yeah, maybe, but nah. And Problem Child. Oh no, they just did that for the last 3 updates. So it was only the last 3 updates where they screwed everything out. Okay, I was going to Precious Trolley, so of course you ruined everything. All right, so we go trolley and I guess counter gain. But no, they've always had an updater. It's just that they suck. Always had an updater. It's just that they, you know, suck. Let's just get all the Weedle. So yeah, Psyduck should be in the deck. I guess just go, we should turn back time. Actually, no, that doesn't do it. We're just going to go traverse time for Kakuna, sure. Whatever they need, they're probably going to get it this turn. But I think I would go, what, Turbo Energize now? They're going to Hilda for Jercloak and an energy, and everything's going to... But yeah, Skybreaker, I was just thinking, like, you can go Forest of Vitality, you can kind of thin your hand, because the problem with Beedrill is that you just have, like, a Kakuna or a rare candy at the wrong time. But the problem with Beedrill is that eventually someone is going to... Eventually you have to take a knockout, right? If you're lucky with math, they'll get knocked out, I think, due to poison. But eventually you have to take a knockout, and then they'll just knock out you in return, and then you just kind of run out of resources. So I'm not sure it's actually viable. Hey, we got an energy. All right, that's cool. And then maybe we thin out the deck a little bit more. So let's go experience share. Yeah, we'll put the experience share there. And then I want to traverse time and go get... Okay, we prize 2 of our Kakuna. That is what we in the business call an oopsie doopsie. That's an oopsie doopsie. All right, yeah, just so if you didn't know, Abed Nadir Needle does 150, and they're paralyzed and poisoned if you have no cards in your hand. Pierce Hawthorne does 110. I mean, you can do that if you want. But I thought, like, oh, what if we don't play Ignition or Reversal? What if we just have Grass Energy and we use, like, Turbo Energize? What if we use Seal By? But yeah, like, Psyduck should probably be in the deck for this exact reason. And then I was like, hey, what if we pair it with Lilligant? Right? What if we... Well, yeah, the entire card is a community reference. Like, Nadir Needle and Pierce. That is absolutely... Somebody at the Pokemon Company International likes community. But I was just sort of looking, like, what are some fun ways to use Lilligant with Force of Vitality? And surprisingly, there aren't many. Surprisingly, there are not many ways to utilize the Lilligant. Like, you can use Superior EX, but again, you need, like, a good basic grass type, and there are no good basic grass types right now. And Problem Child, because I'm a man of culture. I am sophisticated. This is pretty cool. Larry's doesn't help, but this is interesting. All right, here we go. We have the paralysis, but they have the Dust Noir. We have the paralysis, but how do you get 4 energy on it, right? Because you're putting all your resources into evolving into your damage booster, but it's like you don't have what you want. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Right, you'd have to play a Meganium, or you'd have to play Teal Mask Ogerpon with something stupid. So it doesn't really seem to buff out. And then Larry's skill issue, we just get a Beedrill in your mom. Oh, we can get a Moo. But then we just go for a Beedrill in your mom. And just be like, yeah, I had an idea for a deck. It was not good. Yeah, trust your... Wait. Oh, no, they're going to get knocked out coming into their turn. And Skybreaker, yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to recapture, is just the Beedrill mania of the olden times. But they're just going to go, like, Rare Candy, Dust Noir, or something. And even if they don't, they still win. So yeah, the Beedrill is 100% a community reference, if you didn't know. Like, it's just Lilligant. You can get 4 Lilligant, but like, if there was a basic fire type, like maybe Gouging Fire, because remember, Lilligant boosts grass and fire types. So you could play like a basic fire type, and like gouging fire is absolutely an option. Like you play it with Sawda's Vitality. But even then, it's like it's 260. You can't use that attack again until it leaves the active. There's not really great, quick and easy fire and grass basics that you can use right now. Like there's really good colorless ones. That's not very nice. Now I'm gonna top deck a Larry Steel, and I'm gonna get a Beedrill and a grass, and you're gonna regret it. I'm gonna get a grass and a Larry Steel top deck. Oh wait, this could get Beedrill and grass energy. That did not get Beedrill and grass energy. I think we just concede now. I think we just concede now. And you think we should just go Badoo and for Lilligant Badoo? That's very similar. Hey, let's do it. Let's do it. That's basically just my Tyro deck, though. Badoo Lilligant. All right, let's do it. Let's Badoo it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Petalil. Yeah, we want the 60 hit point one. Lilligant. Okay. We can also do like Superior, but I think Superior is only plus 20 as well. Yeah, Superior is plus 20, but it's for everybody. Yeah, so I mean, Superior EX could be a thing because and you can command someone's ass with this attack. So I guess maybe Superior would be like a rogue deck. We definitely need Psyduck because, of course, we need Psyduck. And then we just go Forest. 1, 2, 3. Bangle. 1, 2, 3. We also don't need any energy, which is funny. So what else? What else do we need? Do we need anything? We just need, I guess, like maximum belt or something, and then we do like black belt training. And sure, let's have a couple air balloon in there for the Lilligant, and then bug catching set, obviously. Yeah, I guess bravery. I guess we want to have a couple charms. Charm, yeah, and then Kieran, sure. Kieran and black belt, and then yeah, just lilies and Ino. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ino. 2, 3, 4. Boses. Let's go. I guess like de-evolution would be good too. Oh no, it should be Judge, right? It should be Judge. Judge and Zerosic and stuff, because we don't need that much to get going. Let's just fill this deck up with stuff. Because we have 0 energy. Recovery, yeah, Night Stretcher. Let's put 4 Stretchers in the deck. Stretcher, I hardly knew her. I guess, yeah, we want Poffin. Oh, you need energy for de-evolution? What if I put a counter gain? What if I put a counter gain? So then, yeah, you just have jet energy. 1, 2, 3. So then we can get rid of air balloons if we have jet energy. Well, we should probably keep 1 jet energy. So we have doubles of well, let's just go for gear. Remember, you can't type in Poke. You have to type in gear to find Poke gear. All right, so there should be an Ursaluna or something, or a backup attacker, but let's just see what happens. Petrol? No, we are not putting Petrol. We are just going to get our forest. We don't even need the forest that badly, right? We don't even... Realistically, the forest is unnecessary. Oh my god, that flashbang from the dark screen to the bright screen. It's just they don't know what they're doing. Right? They don't know what they're doing with this game. There's like, hey, what if we made more changes? We said we'd be more transparent. Should we tell them about these changes we're making? Nah. But yeah, we're just trying to have a little bit of fun. Just trying to have a little bit of fun with some road decks. The MS Paint border. Hey, they spent years working on that. All right, well, we're about to lose, by the way. Hey, they're playing Hello Kazam. Okay, we got the Petalil. We're fine. We're fine. And then we just go end turn. They can't win this turn. So wait, do we win with Zerosic? Or do they win just because even a Zerosic doesn't really do anything? Because they probably think this is a deck. They don't realize that this is not a deck. I don't like if I put Mist Energy, then yeah. All right, so we want double Petalil. And then I think we Lilies, because if I can just get one, if I can get one Lilligant, or two Lilligant, we take the knockout. How did we get nothing? How on earth did we get nothing? I have 4 bug catching sets, and we managed nothing. Okay, so we have Judge and Zerosic. Those are going to be our important cards. The Shaman means nothing. Again, the Forest of Vitality has done nothing. Oh, this is great. Okay, there's another Badoo. I'm going to Lilies one more time, and then we'll just be using Judge and Zerosic the rest of the way. Oh, there's a booty. There's an absolute booty. Yeah, we'll just get a Badoo. So we did prize a Petalil. They're just like, what the hell am I facing off against right now? What is going on? So the question is, when do we hit him with the Zerosic? Because we have 2. All my Brave Bangles are looking real stupid right now. So, oh, they sent up the Shaman. Oh, no. Oh, no, they sent up the Shaman. So maybe, like, Defiance Band over Brave Bangle. But I have to... I also think they're going to concede. If I just get my other Lilligant, they're going to concede. Oh, it only does 70. And Kieran doesn't help because it's only against the X's. All right, so we just go Itchy Balls. Well, I have Bravery Charm. So Bravery Charm is going to matter. And Zerosic is going to be hilarious. Oh, I guess Luxurious... No, not Luxurious Cape. Luxurious Cape is a bad idea. I think if I would put a tool, it'd be like Handy Fan, right? I think Handy Fan might actually be the better idea than like Brave Bangle, because you don't care about damage, you just want to control their energy. So like a Toad Scroll in here would be really good. So like a Toad Scroll we could add. And you know, I'm going to write this down. Badoo plus Lilligant plus Toad Scroll plus Handheld Fan. And then I'll also do Superior EX plus literally any basic. Because Superior boosts everybody. It's like Skeledirge, but Skeledirge is better. Deluxe Bomb? No, Deluxe Bomb will never work. And, oh, maybe we could do Togekiss. I'll add that to the list, even though it makes 0 sense. But we can go Togekiss. We can add Togekiss to the list. I just want to hit them with a Zerosic. I know that we're not going to be able to win this game. I just want to hit them with a crazy Zerosic, right? Oh, I forgot to put an A-Spec? Oh, yeah, so like Legacy Energy or Heroescape or something. Oh, no, I thought I put Maximum Belt. It's like Legacy Energy. I thought I put Maximum Belt in here, didn't I? They also just take a knockout with Super Psybolt. So that's not great. Super Psybolt literally just does everything. Okay, so let's go Itchy Pollen. So maybe this deck isn't as good as I thought it was going to be. You know, maybe we just had an interesting start. Hey, we did get another Petalil. But we're only doing, even with quad Lilligant in play, we're only doing 90 damage. Like, we're doing 120 with a Brave Bangle. So even with everything going right, you're doing a maximum of 120. So you're 3-shotting everything. Like, I can one-shot a Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon with a Badoo. That would have been hilarious if we queued up against somebody running Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. And Skybreak, we're just trying to have fun, okay? As soon as I get the video, then we can just have fun with friends. And oh yeah, we can knock out the Kadabra if I had if I had a forest. 2 shots Mega Absol, damn straight. Yeah, we can one-shot a Mega Absol with Maximum Belt and 4 Lilligant and Kieran or Black Belt. Yeah, we can do it. But this was a crazy idea. We are technically winning. Did I put boss's orders in the deck? Because they're on autopilot. I did put bosses, so we should definitely be able to win this game. Oh, they're still going for it. They don't know what's about to happen. So if I just put Handheld Fan in the deck, we would have been... No, you're thinking logically, Alakazam. That's the problem. You're thinking logically like a person who would be smart. No, you gotta be... They just wanted to show off. Okay, so we can 2-shot this guy. Because we're doing, what, 70 damage? So we can 2-shot an Alakazam. We're going to Zerosic their face. Let's see what we got. So we have Badoo. We have a Lilligant. We have so many things. We have a de-evolution, which doesn't matter because they evolved manually. Skadoosh. Get rid of 10 cards, buddy. This is not going to work out for me, but get rid of 10 cards, bro. I mean, they probably aren't stressing too much right now. It's like, oh, you forced me to get rid of 10 cards. I still knock out your Badoo. But, like, maybe like Maractus. Hello. Maybe like Maractus or something to once I get rid of all the cards. But no, there's nothing you can do to make this deck good. It's just a fun little thing that we created. You've watched it, you can't unwatch it. No, Mabostiff is not good. Mabostiff is terrible, even though I managed to win a surprising number of games with it. But we did manage to get rid of 10 cards with a Zerosic, and we should all be proud of that. We worked together to create something beautiful. Yeah, like a Toad Scroll and a Handy Fan, and then like Crushing Hammers or something would be really strong. But then it's like, do you really need the Lilligant? Superior Triple Accelerate. Superior's so bad though. Superior's just a terrible card. Like maybe we could just make like a Superior deck. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I should probably just concede. Who's online anyway? Is somebody, I'm sure somebody's streaming a tournament right now. Sunny's online. Jake did follow me earlier. But it looks like Jake is prepping for Vegas. Okay, so should we raid Jake or Sunny? I will raid Sunny. Jake didn't say hi. I take that personally. Lunar Shade? There's nothing. Once we lost Amistar V, that was the end. All right, let's I guess we Pokegear. Okay, I mean Judge is funny. I can always Judge next turn. Where's the Lilligant? All right, let's just Ino. Ino and Judge are the same thing right now. We're taking the knockout of the Alakazam. They might just not have it right now, which is kind of funny. Yeah, I was looking at Cradilly, but because it's a fossil, you can't use it with the forest. You'd have to put the fossil down, like TM evolution into Laleep, and then Forest of Vitality, but then it doesn't matter. You don't need the Forest of Vitality. So it's like, it's stupid, which I hate, because I think Cradilly's a really good card. And Daz, I think is Maximum Belt, but as you can see, that is useless in this matchup. All right, well, I'm going to Zerosic. And we're going to get a Bravery Charm. We're going to top deck Bravery Charm and then gear for Zerosic. Okay, well, I think we lose now. Yeah, I was not expecting to run into Alec. Ooh, hello. That's in... Why would they evolve, though? Evolving is a strange choice. Because... Evolving is a strange choice. All right, I guess we just Lilies then. At this point. Oh, there's the maximum belt. Great timing, buddy. There's black belts training and Ino. So we'll get the black belts training. And then, of course, we have no... Oh, we have no night stretchers available to us. I'm just going to Lilies. Well, we got a Bravery Charm, but no place to put it. Got a Bravery Charm, but nothing to use it on. Because they're just going to take a knockout regardless. All right, well, looks like it's just going to be a good old Badoo, and then hope we get Night Stretcher or something. Because I can't knock out the Alakazam EX. Yeah, this was a bad idea. We had fun for 10 seconds, then we realized it's a terrible idea. Item locking is funny. But, like, honestly, it should just be Lilligant is bad. You know, there's nothing that Lilligant really helps. Right? Like, what does Lilligant help? And the answer is nothing. Right? Like, you get 4 in play, that's plus 80. Whoop-de-doo. Plus 80. Oh, man, my Badoo is a real threat now. Mods, ban Horsey. Ban Horsey. Yeah, plus 30 would make it playable. If any of the mods care about me, they'll ban Horsey. And Pokemon promos were just... well, I think Typhlosion's, but like I think just you need to play it with a basic. And no, they're going to lose, Horsey. We all know they're going to lose. Oh, that's terrible. That's a terrible combo that we just got. We need Jet Energy Badoo. We did not get Jet Energy Badoo. But we can... Hey, we can at least say we got them down to 2 prizes, right? Or, yeah, we took 4 prizes against an Alakazam deck with a quad Badoo deck. Where's Legends at? You gotta move to Australia. Boy, mate, you gotta move to Australia. They can play the items. Too bad for them, it's too late. Yeah, quad Badoo with just Jet Energy. Or nor. We gotta move to Australia, mate. Or nor. I mean, an Ino to 1 could win us the game. Which would be absolutely bodacious. But if they just, like, evolve into that guy... You know, they still need an energy to win. If they don't have another energy, then they lose. Oh, there's a Tulip. Okay. Okay. So we'll raid Sunny. I'll be back tomorrow with Palafin. I don't know why Sunny doesn't appear. So yeah, we'll Sunny TCG Palafin tomorrow. Just because I'm very curious. Does it work with Surfing Beach? If I only run into Golden Go and Cerule Edge, it'll seem unstoppable. If I run into like the Absol deck, we're screwed. Unless I play like Mist Energy. But Mist Energy is for nerds. So I'll see you all tomorrow.